I forgot about that.
Trying to rob a bank, I believe, is the correct operative.
So you guys are gonna pull up, and this is kind of first thing you see is a little fire on some rocks. With appears to be a wizard of some sort sitting there reading books.
Hold on, I can't see anything.
It's off to the far right of the map.
Is he sitting by the fire?
Yeah.
I just have a
smudge.
Oh, I see it.
I don't see a dude. I just see a fire, but I don't see I just see a smudge.
It's
Is it this guy right here? The smudge?
No, that's the smoke.
Oh.
This guy.
this guy.
Oh, that's a guy. I thought that was a tent. I'll go up and approach him and say hello.
Oh, the number 8. Interesting.
Greetings, young elf or old elf. I can't really tell with elves.
Middle-aged? Actually, I guess I am a young elf.
You don't know how old you are?
I've just had to think about it.
It's been one of those days.
It has. It's been one of those weeks.
Which brings you to the Firekeep Island. I presume you are here to bank. That's what everyone comes here for.
Would somebody come here for another? Is there something else here?
Not that I know of.
Oh, well then, yes. That would be the reason we're here.
Are you here for a loan, or are you going to do deposit? These goblin bankers are quite tricky, you know.
In what way?
Oh, well. They don't give the best rates to non-goblins. There's word that they have been running some nefarious side deals. You know, typical goblin shit.
Well, they are goblins, but that's... Somebody has to do it.
Are you here for a loan? Or are you here to deposit something?
To deposit. Perhaps to withdraw.
Perhaps to withdraw. Interesting. Are you here alone?
I look around. Is nobody around me? Or none of the others on the shore?
I come up.
Hi,
You can't see me. I'm there, but you can't see me because I'm wearing my invisibility cloak.
Ah.
I look around. when he says that, I'm like, I thought I had people with me, but I guess I'm here alone. And then I look around and I'm like, oh no, there they are.
You see me like pull my head out from behind a rock.
Hey, stop that!
You're the goblin bank manager, Tia. Is very, very into her work.
Oh?
Yes.
And Tiak is into her work in what way?
Well, she lives right beside the bank in that little kind of tower house there. I know she resides there's the big guard house, you know, which has like at least 25 goblin guards, you know.
Oh, I would assume so. I mean, it's a
typical
bank.
guards. Oh, yes. All the bank people always carry it.
I would hope that the bank is guarded. I mean, heaven forfend, why would I leave my money there if it wasn't?
Everyone that works in the bank carries bells for alarms, you know, the typical bank security things.
Of course.
Well, yes. I mean, it needs to be secure. I can't. You wouldn't want to trust your money in a place where it wasn't secure, would you?
No, I've been scoping it out. I'm kind of interested what's in the vault myself. If you got my meaning.
Oh, well. That explains why you know all the things.
Oh, yes.
Perhaps I shouldn't leave my money there with them.
I've been scoping the place out, you know, because, you know, if someone were to try to rob this bank, it would be silly to just charge in and try and rob right away without scoping the land first, right?
Well, yes. I mean,
Not that
there are as many.
like
If there are as many guards as you say there are, that would be. It sounds like it would be a folly to potentially rob this bank.
Oh. Perhaps.
So does that
But-
mean you're trying to rob the bank and you're just trying to figure out how?
How dare you? I'm Maz's Prot. Perhaps you've heard of me?
No, but
Have
that
I?
didn't answer my question.
Have I heard of him?
Have I heard of him?
Do you know about the Mage Tower? It is on my land, Crot Island.
Crotch Island?
Crot.
Crot. Okay.
Crot.
Sorry.
Crot.
It's been a long
CR.
couple of days. My mind is elsewhere.
Dare
Okay.
you?
Oh, we have an acquaintance who I think we do. Who is
Those two
at the Mage
crops.
Tower.
Do you?
Nah.
Was that the name? The person I'm forgetting the name.
Yeah, Athena.
Yeah.
Ah. The Drow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She's been missing for quite some time.
We just say
More.
I'd say the mailman's there, but the mailman's always there.
I got fucking bit today.
What?
What?
You all right?
Yeah, it fucking makes me angry.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Momentary pause while
Yes. Well,
animals are... Anyway, yes.
there are some nefarious things going on with this bank. I've been kind of sent here by my own volition to investigate a little bit, and I don't quite trust what the bank is doing. I believe there are things in the vault that perhaps do not belong to these goblins.
Perhaps we could be of mutual assistance.
What are you suggesting?
Perhaps we could scope out the vault. In exchange, we have need to recover some items for, what's her name? Who I'm totally blanking on. Athena?
Ah.
And therefore, perhaps we could do each other a service.
Well, one doesn't just simply walk up and open the vault.
Well,
No.
wanted
But
to
if
make
one
a
has
deposit.
things to deposit in said vault,
If I were a party such as yourselves, probably the first thing I would do would be perhaps try to get into the bank manager's house while they are at work during the day. And then maybe perhaps you may learn something there.
perhaps.
Not that I would ever snoop.
Well, that is fair. But perhaps a party such as interested into what is in the vault might also gain access to said vault by seeing about acquiring a deposit box in said vault to leave some form of valuable material.
I may have such a material with me.
Oh.
I pull out the tiny pouch of fey dust.
May I see that?
Uh-oh.
Just a little peek.
I nod at Eris.
Sure. Yeah,
He gets it and he's looking. Fey dust.
I've heard it's a hot commodity on the island. It might be our ticket in.
It is also very illegal.
I don't often deal in legal matters. They don't
Well,
tend to trouble me.
To be fair, the only version of you I know is somebody with fey dust on them.
Yeah, sure. Where I've acquired it? Who knows?
I've heard of such things at the bank.
Never been here before, friend.
Well, I will tell you guys what. I will keep a lookout for you guys when you go inspect the manager's house. Does that seem very good?
That sounds like a fair deal. Would be most appreciated.
Can I make an insight check on this guy?
You may try.
Let me try. All right.
There's a cheese pizza there.
Yeah, not very well. Good. 11.
I didn't order it.
You don't get any read on him at all.
Okay.
So So, as I was saying, the tall house is where the bank manager lives. Sometimes I see 3 other people going with them into the bank, but then I never see them in the bank.
Were they goblins?
Oh, yes, the goblins run the bank.
Invisibility.
Here, just goblins then.
Pardon me?
It's just goblins here then.
Well, other than you guys. It's a bank, it's a goblin bank.
We'll fit right in then.
This is the biggest bank. Goblins are rather greedy. It is not the most favorable to customers, especially a non-goblin. But I am more concerned with the nefarious acts. The Mage Tower has sent me here to monitor the dealings. And perhaps you guys can be of assistance by really, really monitoring and maybe perhaps taking a peek in the vault.
Perhaps. Let us see what comes.
Do I recognize anything around his encampment with my thieves' cant? It's allows me to see hidden messages or warnings used in a dialect only had by thieves.
On his table, you see kind of some of the notes he's scribbled, where he just let you know about the one where there's seems to be the bank manager and 3 others staying at the bank manager's house. He sees them leave to go into the bank, but then he only sees the bank manager actually in the bank. He knows that there is definitely a 5-step security system on the vault. He doesn't know too much about these steps. And he has observed that all the members, the staff of the bank, have bells. And they would definitely be loud enough to alert the guardhouse, which has at least 20 goblins and a couple of wolf dogs in the building. This is all I've been able to do.
It's quite a bit. Quite some level of information.
Well fleshed out.
I can't be
Yes.
caught going through people's houses, though. It would very look bad on the Mage Tower. So I've been
Oh,
trying
understandable.
to... Yes.
Do we know what time it is now? Is she likely to be out then?
It's daytime. So they were all at work already.
Except for possibly the other people that you don't ever see in the bank, but in their house.
Well, they go to the bank. I just don't see them in the bank. Jolly good. Will you be on your way now?
Yes, I think we will continue our deposit and perhaps a withdrawal.
Ah. What are you going to deposit, may I ask? What things of value do you carry?
Oh, money,
Money?
of course. Some items of questionable worth, but
Yes.
mostly money.
Okay. Wait, when you're done, come back here and we will sort out our deal further. So
Fair.
we say.
Fair.
Oh.
I go to reach for my Fey Dust powder.
Oh, you want this back? Ah.
Yeah, I do.
I would very much like to study it. Do you know anything about the Fae that were turned into this dust? Where they're from?
I do not, unfortunately. It was a hand-me-down from an old dear friend.
Don't you think it's a bit creepy to carry Fae dust around while you travel with a Fae?
Sure.
He looks at Jolly kind of like,
And I am uncomfortable and not standing near them right now because I don't like it.
okay.
Yeah,
Don't mind me hitting guys, I'm
oh.
sorry.
Dragonborn, how far along are you?
Well, what do you mean? How far along am I?
Oh,
Oh,
somebody is full of eggs. What an exciting time.
I walk
You're
up to
full of
Drawlin and
eggs.
just go, Simba.
Good for you. All right. Are you guys going to go check out the bank manager's house? Just to be careful and make sure you look everywhere.
Yes.
He's not just going to leave something on the desk that says, "These are the security codes."
Can I roll an insight check on that number 8?
On the number 8?
Yeah. I don't know. It's just there. It stands out a little to me.
It's the numbers. If you look, every building is numbered.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Bank manager's 5, the guardhouse is 2 and 3 and 1.
Oh, I didn't see the rest of the map come in yet. There
Oh,
it
no,
is.
me neither, because I was really zoomed in.
Yeah.
I believe your friend is having visions of ruins. That's usually the first step in seasickness. Perhaps after you might want to have a nap. It's a little bizarre. You were snorting the fey dust.
Yep, that's it. I was snorting the fey dust, and I grab it back and start walking across the bridge.
All right.
My head whips up and stares at Eris for that.
I just look at her and quickly nod left and right.
I'm gonna head toward the bank manager's house. I'm gonna set up a camp.
Okay.
Where I can view it, sort of along the coast.
Okay.
Here, I figure I want to see what's going on. So, I think the initial thing is I will set up a camp and go here.
I'm just going to go in.
Yeah, you can totally do that. I just figure I'm telling you all I'm gonna go scope things out.
Emery's gonna go in.
I have my
And
coupon.
you're invisible still.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it lasts for an hour.
Okay.
If I recall correctly.
So here's the 2 floors of it.
Can I search for like secret entrances and stuff?
So you're
Or
gonna.
like secret doors in the study or secret closets?
Well, if you walk in, you're going in the front door there.
Yeah.
Just tell me where you're going to go.
What is
Can
the
you
front door?
Can you see the map?
I see the map, but I don't know where.
Front door's right here. It's labeled front door.
Okay. Then I would probably. Well, I wouldn't know what these rooms are until I open them. So I probably would look at. I'd probably make sure there's nobody in there first before deciding, and I want to make my way to the study.
Okay, so you're just going to kind of peek in all the rooms really quick to make sure it's empty?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you don't see anybody home right now. The wizard was telling the truth. It looks like they all have gone. At least they've left this building.
Okay, so as I peek in, I would be able to determine the study probably because it's the desk in it. I would probably start there.
Okay. What are you going to look for in the study here?
Secrets.
Okay, do
Maybe.
a perception or investigation.
Okay. What's wrong with my character sheet?
Uh-oh.
Mine took a minute before it loaded up.
Okay, I'll be just an empty screen right now.
I wasn't patient. I was clicking on everything trying to get it to work.
Here we go. Yeah.
Are you guys going to go in, or are you waiting for them to investigate?
I'm going to go over where Likio is.
Okay.
I need to get away from Eris at the moment.
Oh, that's where Eris is.
Oh, man.
I just before Emery walked in, I went over with Alikio.
Okay, well, I'm over there too, but I'm on the opposite side of the camp because I don't want to look at Eris.
Fair enough.
I am setting up camp, and then I will be watching I figure it's good to get a lay of the land and figure out what's going on, so I'm planning to sit and watch.
And I was doing a disguise kit.
Are there trees there? Are there trees there by our camp?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm climbing a tree to sit up to get a higher view.
Okay.
I'm sorry, the sheet is empty. It has only my bio on it.
Oh.
Bless you. Did you click the
Thank
other
you.
tabs?
Yeah. Oh, hey, something went quiet. All that buzzing sound that was coming from his mic is gone now.
That must be my microphone
That's
then.
your mic, Eris.
Yeah.
It just came back.
I was getting blamed for it, and it was Eris the whole time.
Yeah.
Someone's getting disadvantaged the rest of the game.
I'll toggle it now.
Yeah, it's not coming up. I don't know. I'm gonna try closing it and opening it again.
Yeah, it might not hurt.
No, now I gotta wait for it to load up again. That was probably a bad idea.
Worst case is you might have to pull out regular dice.
But I don't know the stat. Nothing's showing up. I don't know what my values are.
Try just doing a reconnect.
Well, at any rate, I will probably go to the door and then like lift up the clip enough so that my hand shows or something and give them a signal so they know they can come in.
Okay.
Like I can't roll anything, so
before I enter, I would come over, but before I enter, I would look in the window and I think I have, where are my spells? Spells. I don't have that. Why did I not take that? Oh well. I'm gonna look around and just see if there's anything I can see, any sign of movement, anything that might be a tripwire, a trap, invisibility, from one of these side windows, I guess.
Oh, is he peeking in the windows? Okay.
Yeah, kind of just glancing in the window, looking not necessarily as a point of entry, but just for any movement. I don't trust that the building is empty at all. Ooh, natural 20. So that'll be a 25 perception.
Nice.
As far as you can tell, there's nobody in the house. The windows do look like they have some sort of magical enchantments on them, where if you tried to break in the window, alarm most likely would go off.
Okay. And I would go around to the door, checking the door for the same.
Okay.
I was just gonna say, Emery already went in the house, so let's hope there's no alarm on it.
Yeah.
Was that door unlocked? The front door?
Well, being that Emery is invisible, I will kind of step back. I'm having seen the alarms on the windows. I'm suspicious now that there are alarms on other spots. I would step back and resume kind of watching and warn everybody that there's alarms in the windows and try and warn Emery.
The door wasn't locked.
That makes me even more suspicious.
as far as you know, nobody's run into the building.
Yeah.
Yet.
No one's coming from the other building?
Yet.
Well, I'm going to use my mask of many faces and appear as a goblin.
Okay.
I think I'm going to... Is that door open or has it been shut? Like...
They didn't say whether they opened or shut it when they came in.
Okay.
And now they're not here, so... I'm assuming they would have shut the door.
Okay. Well...
Damn dog's eating all my bacon again.
Okay, I'm going to go in the front door.
Your bacon.
Have you seen his face?
I'm just mean. I can ignore that.
I'll leave my mic on for a minute so you can hear him when I don't feed him.
Is that Squirt?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I changed my mic setting. Can I be heard?
Yes.
Yes.
And I don't
Is
hear
it quieter
the
now?
extra noise either.
Yeah. I was using my computer microphone apparently, not the inline.
So,
Oh, Sierra's
Just-
out temporarily.
All right, so as a goblin, I'm going to kind of walk in the front door. Do I perceive anything? I'm just going to kind of stop, look around.
give me a perception.
19.
You smell what appears to have been a lot of dead animal, slaughtered animal, blood. Kind of coming from the kitchen.
Okay. Is it making my pregnant stomach sick, or is it giving me some cravings?
Depends.
Asking the right questions.
Do you like bacon, pigs, lamb?
Way to
I
embrace it,
think I would
Roland.
as a dragonborn.
That's kind of what
I
you
think
smell.
my pregnant self would desire meat. All right, I'm going to beeline to the kitchen then.
Okay.
That's my stomach growling.
There appears to be like an absorbent amount of meat has been prepared in this kitchen over the time. You can kind of tell by the old stains because goblins aren't very cleanly. Like way more than it would be to be feeding the 25 soldiers.
It's just an assortment of meat, eh?
Yep.
Oh, what the heck? I'm going to start eating some of it. I'll give in to my my cravings.
So there's some pig, some lamb. You're just in there sitting down, just eating away.
And this is why I feed him.
All right. Well, I'm going to go exploring this dining room.
Okay.
I'll just kind of make a general look around. Is it set up for more than just the soldiers and stuff, or?
It looks like there's just been meals for, look like 4 people.
Seeing that nobody has come and Drawlin has been surfing around in there, I guess I will stealth. I'm going to stealth.
Okay.
I'm going to be stealthy. Saying this until I am. I believe I have advantage but with my new super awesome cloak, but I'm double checking.
Ouch.
Hold on. I gotta look up Cloak of Elvenkind because it's not coming up in game.
Yeah, I think that's advantage then.
Yeah, that's what I think it is too. I just want to double check. Cloak of Elvenkind. Wisdom perception checks made to see you have a
Advantage on
disadvantage.
dexterity. Yeah.
Yep, an advantage on dexterity. So roll again.
Eee.
Ugh, that was even worse. So an 8. I am super dexterously stealthy.
Okay.
And I'm gonna carefully check the door to the study before opening it. Make sure it's no alarm.
Okay.
Assuming there is none, and I don't see anything that would trigger any tripwires, I will enter.
Okay.
Again, looking for tripwires and any alarms.
Okay.
And I will examine the study.
Right.
I will investigate the study, which I do really horribly.
When you're kind of looking on the study on the desk, there's a look like a payroll. Then there's about 28 names listed. Most of them are kind of goblin names, not the easiest to pronounce.
Anything out of place or
Not
names?
that a 4 roll again. Yeah.
Yeah. Fair.
Natural
leave
one
this-
at that.
Yeah, exactly. I'll leave the study and I'll go over to the sitting area by the fire.
Okay.
While I'm up in the tree, I'd like to do a perception check, please. See if anybody's coming around, see if anything's happening.
All right, so I'll give you a perception, and then we'll have it's a continuous lookout. So if anybody, depending on what you roll.
18.
Okay, so you're looking at, as of right now, you don't see anybody heading that way. So this is you guys are downstairs, and then the upstairs is up above. You guys haven't.
I'm gonna wander over here too. Is there anything in this room here where the fireplace is? It looks like there's a table. I'm just looking for anything, notes, papers, anything out of the ordinary.
It looks like they were playing some goblin board games with like little rocks and paper. It doesn't look like anything that you would find too suspicious.
Okay.
It's kind of like they're just made
Literally
relaxing
have
area.
nothing
It
else
looks
I
like.
can give you.
And is the fire going, or is it out?
It's going. It's not a roaring fire. It looks like they just let the last logs kind of burn out.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to go check out this guest room then.
Okay.
So is it, first, is it door locked or is it open? Or unlocked?
It's unlocked.
Okay. Has it been used recently?
It definitely looks like the bed's been used.
Okay. What's on the nightstands? Anything? Anything on the floors?
Give me an investigation. We'll see how you root through the drawers there.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
You open up the side drawer, and you kind of notice it has a false back.
Oh, man, that's what I wanted to find.
So you kind of open that up, and you find this key.
So he's in the guest room right now, Emery. You're still in the study.
Yeah, you still got to roll for your steady look.
Okay. You're
Hopefully better than my study look.
I reached my laptop keys.
I would take the cat from you, but I am way far away.
Oh, you're getting kisses.
You're getting cleaned.
No, he's cleaning himself. He wasn't cleaning me.
I'm going to just pocket the key, by the way.
Okay.
The seat is still empty.
Yep.
Roll better than my one.
Try toggling the setting back, Sierra. That lets you pop it out automatically into a second window. See if that helps.
Okay. Same. Well, I can make a roll, and maybe it'll be good enough without.
I'm gonna see if I can see your stats.
Or I wonder if I have a copy of my character.
Did you copy it into D&D Beyond?
No, I don't use that. Oh, now something super weird is happening. Oh,
I see your core.
it just popped up now.
Okay.
Woohoo!
It had a really weird screen where it was a list of cantrips, and then
Yep.
it disappeared and became this.
Okay.
Okay, so it's an investigation that you wanted?
Yes.
Oh, dang. I find it. I find everything.
Okay.
42.
You there's like a bookshelf there, and then your first instinct is to go look at the book, and for some reason you pull out a book. It says The Essential Guide to Security,
Oh.
and it says step 1, handprint. Step 2, riddles. Step 3, glyph. Step 4, key. Step 5, code. It's like an instruction manual, you would think, to some sort of security system where they're going through the
Riddles,
steps.
glyph,
Key and code.
and code.
Yeah. So you believe those are the 5 steps that
Okay.
the wizard alluded to for the safe.
Do I need to keep searching, or have we found other things?
You also find a roll of paper, and it is an invoice for some slaves, and it's signed Captain Darrow.
Oh, I don't like that. Do I recognize any of the names? Are they my people, my crew?
A couple of the names do seem familiar to you.
I'll probably show this to Dralin later.
Okay. And then there's a couple other names you don't know. A couple of them are scratched off. It looks like perhaps they've been sold or executed. You're not quite sure what that means.
Okay.
There's 8 names in total on the list, since Eris really wanted the number 8 to come into play.
It's odd. Would I think this is odd to see this on some banking person's thing? The bank isn't known for dealing in slaves, is it?
Well, there's probably a reason why the Mage Tower is interested in what's going on at this bank.
Are they like, I don't know much about the Mage Tower, but my character probably does. Are they kind of like good people?
Typically, the mages are pretty good. It'd be more the Warlock Tower might not be a good place, but the Mage Tower is typically, as far as you know from your dealings with mages. I mean, they're like anything. There's good and bad ones, but the Mage Tower is pretty much like, we'll say like the magic police kind of thing.
Yeah, when I get a chance, when I leave here and everyone's back together, I'll definitely share all this information.
Okay. So you guys have kind of scoured the ground floor. It appears you guys found everything you were looking for, at least on the lower floor, I believe. There is some stairs to an upper floor.
Might as well go up there too.
Okay.
Maybe there'll be something cool to steal that's not related to our mission. Ooh, what's that X? That 10? Or just marks the spot?
Mm-hmm. So, Leakio's upstairs, I believe.
Oh, where is my other shit? I'll move over there.
I'm muted. I've been talking to myself for the last 10 minutes.
Right on.
Oh, that explains
So-
why
I'm
we had,
so glad I'm not the only one who does
it
that.
was so somber.
I said I'm going upstairs to check the sitting room. I will roll an investigation check, hopefully with real dice, because screw these. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I should choose. I'm going to use the dice in game because I should keep using them. I don't know. Yeah, see? What? I use the real dice and I roll amazing, and then I complain and then it rolls horrible. What? I
You
mean,
got a
rolled
natural 20. What are you complaining
23.
about?
because the last 2 rolls were a 1.
Well,
What are the odds? 20, 1, 1, 20.
never
So,
tell me the odds.
okay, so
Anyways,
So
out of your system now.
23 investigation in the sitting room because you know
okay,
these dice
you
make some
notice
sense.
those 2 doors don't seem like they're perhaps unlocked.
They don't seem like they're unlocked, so they're unlocked. Is there any what are those things? Alarms like I saw in the windows?
Traps, alarms,
Magic
etc.
trap.
Yeah, those things.
You don't sense there's like the windows on the upper floor look like they are alarms, but those look like they're just locked doors.
Oh, okay. So this door and this
Yeah.
door are locked.
They are locked.
I will tell Emery, go pick these. I don't know how to pick a lock.
You're just
I'll
gonna kick the
try.
door down.
I'm a druid. I don't know.
And as you guys are slowly doing this, you kind of the bank door Jolly notices open, and one goblin's kind of walking slow, kind of seems to be muddling himself in the direction of that house.
All right.
I'm gonna get the GTFO then.
You
If I
don't
get
know
word.
this.
Oh, I don't know
I
this
was
yet.
gonna walk towards them with my Fey dust
Okay.
and
So
strike
you
up a
see this 2
conversation.
ears?
Yeah, I've been outside the whole time.
Okay, so I'm gonna go stealth.
Okay.
I hope. 22.
Okay.
I
I'm
am
gonna
not gonna go stealth.
Shimmy down the tree and try and go in the house to let them know that someone's coming.
A shimmying sounds like athletics roll.
Like a what roll?
An athletics roll.
Athletics.
Oh, athletic.
Only athletes shimmy, as far as I know.
Dancers.
Shimmy, shimmy,
Which
shake.
is
Strippers.
dancing athletic, I would say.
Yeah, that makes sense.
13.
Yeah.
Okay, you can climb down, no problem. Nothing fancy.
No, she doesn't climb down. She shimmies
She
down.
shimmies.
You
Shimmy.
Shimmy
Yeah.
down.
Shimmy, shimmy, shake.
shimmy,
Shimmy, shimmy, sha.
So I shimmy down and I go quickly into the house.
Okay.
And I strike up a conversation with the goblin, asking about if he knows anything about making deposits at the bank for new customers.
You want to know about deposits? You better talk to the tellers. I forgot to lock the door for that. I'm gonna get in big shit. I gotta go lock the door.
Oh well, I was wondering. I'm new around town. Could you point out any of the local attractions for me while you walk towards the house?
The bank. Isn't that why you're here?
Well, sure, but look at that tower off in the distance there, the little cone-shaped one.
So he kind of turns to look. Ah!
Is there anybody else on the street?
No.
As this
I
is,
take out the back of my sword and I gotta hit him over the back of the head with it.
Okay. That
I'm
sounds like.
hoping to knock him unconscious, not kill him.
Okay. We'll see if you hit.
Okay. Do I get to roll that with
I'll give you an advantage roll because you distracted him first to look at behind.
Okay.
So you got your back to him. So
strength check or dexterity?
strength. I think 'cause you're trying to knock him out, right? Because you're trying to hit him hard.
17.
Okay. So he kind of falls. Oh. What are you gonna do with this little drooping body?
I'm going to drag him. Can I drag him between the buildings, the bank and the house?
Okay,
Is
so
there
you're
an
just
alley
gonna
there?
go like throw him in the alley. Okay. So you just throw the bobby there. Okay.
as that's happening, I spot Drolin on my right as I come in the door, and I tell him he needs to get out. People are coming, and I kind of do a quick look as I'm running through to see if I can see anybody else on the first floor. Go up the stairs, tell Alikio and Emery that a goblin's coming. We gotta move now, and then I take them all downstairs and out the back door.
I'll be right back.
Okay, so you didn't see Eris knock him out?
No,
You,
I was in the house already.
Okay. Okay.
I'm just gonna stay because I'm in a
Okay.
invisibility cloak anyway.
Okay. All right.
So I'm gonna try to pick this lock.
Okay.
And hopefully I won't be seen anyway. So. And I have to roll something for that, right?
If I find Eris,
I think there's a thieves tools thing.
it is Steve's tools, which
Oh
is
yeah,
your
that's right.
it's your dex plus your proficiency bonus.
And I just click on thieves tools and it will roll it.
Yep.
He's on his way back. Just give him a sec.
Oh yeah, no worries.
I'm thumbs upping, but you can't see me because.
Because you don't have a camera right now.
Excuse me, I'm choking on bunions.
Bunions.
On,
You kind of struggle with the lock a little bit,
on bunions?
but eventually it pops open.
Bunions.
That makes more sense.
So that door opens for you.
Yeah. I listen before I go in to make sure there's no one hiding in there.
Okay. Yeah, you don't hear nothing.
Okay, I go in.
And you see a big red X on the floor.
Well, I can't resist. I'm compelled to investigate the X.
Okay. It looks like it's a tile that comes removes.
Okay, can I just prise it with my fingers, or do I need to like use one of my daggers or something?
But you might want to pry it with something, yeah.
Yeah, I'll use a dagger.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to be careful not to scuff it too much. So I don't want it to be obvious that I was in there, maybe.
Okay.
Possible.
If I see Eris with the goblin who he took down, I'm gonna walk over and pour a bunch of alcohol on the goblin to make him look like he was drunk and passed out.
Okay.
Because, you know.
You already had a little faint smell of alcohol, so you kind of just like intensified it for him.
Yeah, I basically just made it look like he got drunk and.
That's why I forgot to lock the door.
Exactly.
So if you pop up that tile,
Yeah.
there's like a little note, and it says glyph keyword mbop.
How many?
Mbop, just like the Hanson song.
3
Mbop.
and mbop.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the glyph. No, that's the glyph keyword. Is that what you told me?
Mhm.
Okay. That's cool. Now I think there might be other clues in here, in this room or elsewhere in the house, because we're looking for a key and a code.
You would think that someone who did that was in charge of that particular thing might not be too smart because they put a big red X on the floor.
Yeah.
It wasn't booby trapped or anything, so you're at least one of the people staying in the house might not be the brightest.
Yeah, probably that.
No, they are goblins.
Funny. Okay. I guess if I mean, I don't hear anybody entering the house, so maybe I'll just keep searching.
Okay.
If I can find anything else. What areas haven't been checked yet?
Nothing's been checked except for that room with the red X.
Okay, so I check all the rooms. I want to look under the bed. I want to look in the fireplace. I want to look in that washroom.
Okay. The other two beds look like people have slept in them.
Okay.
The master bedroom, in order to get in there, this door's locked. That door's locked. Those are going to require some sort of attention from you.
I'll try to lock pick one of the doors.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to say that was this one you're opening? Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so that pops in and you see a fireplace and the bed. I'll need investigation rolls for each of those if you're going to check them.
All right. I'll check the fireplace first. And that, I see 15 worth of stuff in the fireplace.
So you see the fire It looks like all red bricks, but it looks like there's one gray brick at the back, kind of behind the fire. Kind of behind the fire.
I push it, and then I pull it, and then I slide it.
So you're trying to juggle it. You only can do it in quick bursts because there is fire still going.
Oh, okay. What?
If only you had maybe a dragonborn to help you with that.
Yeah.
So it's shaking,
Okay.
but with the fire still going, you're having a hard time actually getting a grip on it because it gets too hot.
He's technically
Okay.
still in the house.
What
Yeah, I'm
is
still-
in the bed?
Investigate the bed.
21.
Oh, okay. So under the mattress, you find a book.
A book, okay.
And
I can also tell the thread count because my investigation skills is all that.
you're like, this isn't the dumb person because this is friggin', this is some premium silk here. Where is it?
Premium silk and intelligence don't necessarily mean it's not the dumb person.
And the book says, when you see lightning strike twice, take cover or die.
Ooh. Okay. That must be.
When you see lightning strike twice, take cover or take shelter or die.
I wonder what that is. The riddle? Okay. That's good to know. So we found the code. We found that, whatever that is. Did the others find something? Or am I looking for 3 more things?
Drolin found a key.
A key, okay. So we still need to know about the handprint. And I don't know if the glyph and the code are related, but let's keep looking for a couple more things if I can find them. But I'll probably go downstairs and
Yep.
find Drolin, tell him about the brick.
Okay.
But I sneak up on you.
You're going to sneak up on me? Okay, I was
No.
going to go out and help Eric with that other goblin, but
I don't
Maybe
sneak
you
up
can
on you on
get
purpose.
them
I'm just
out.
still in that cloak.
Okay.
Ooh, I'll just remind me, I need to schedule a haircut for tomorrow.
You can do that?
What, a haircut?
Yeah.
Why not?
Well, we're on lockdown. We don't have.
I've also had my virus, my vaccine, remember?
Our shops aren't open.
Yeah. Come here. You can get it Monday. It's open to anybody.
Yeah, the border is closed.
You can fly in. You just have to quarantine.
Yeah, fly in, come stay with me for like a month and fly home. You and Rob. Once I have the house, you can totally do that. I can put you up for a month.
That'd be awesome.
Right?
So what are you guys doing?
Just a quick recap. So I knocked out the goblin. Aliko with me now. Is there another goblin?
No, there's only the one goblin.
Okay.
okay.
So I went out the back
I was
door.
going to go out and what?
I went out the back door. I'm not sure which way Alikio went. But he's with you, with the dude, and Drolin and Emery are still inside.
Okay.
Okay. And Emery's coming to get me, I think you said?
Yeah, I want you to
Okay.
come check out this
Okay.
brick.
All right. I'm going to go check out this brick.
It sounds really
All right.
exciting. I
It's,
found a bunch of clues, so.
It's a gray brick.
Yeah, but like, there's a clue in there. I just couldn't get my hand in there long enough because it's too hot.
I'm going to, what do I got to do? So it's just like a brick at the center?
Yep.
Okay. I don't have any fire resistance or anything. I'm a cold dragonborn.
Don't you have chill breath?
Yep. Oh, wait a minute.
You said you did when you were freezing the beers way back in Fashion Week.
Yeah, I do. All right. I'm going to do a shot of frost on the fire then.
Okay.
Try to put it out.
Right after the fire goes out, right after you do that, you wonder if all of a sudden smoke stops coming from the building, whether that be suspicious or not. But anyway, you see the brick. You take it out, and it looks like we'll say it's a scroll with like some goblin handprints.
Oh, take that. We're gonna need that.
Oh, that's what we need for the handprint.
Yeah.
All right. So we got the key, the handprint.
I think
All right.
only thing we don't have is the code, although I got something that's a code, but it's also a glyph, so.
How big is this fireplace?
It's about as wide as your body.
Okay. I'm going to do a cantrip, create bonfire, and relight it.
Okay.
So it's just going to be a big poof, and it's going to be a huge fire.
Okay.
Because I'm not very smart.
All right.
So where else do we have to search on this top floor?
Haven't been. Have I been? I think I've only been here in the room behind the master bedroom. I haven't gone into the other rooms yet.
Okay, what do we need anyway?
I think we need a code.
We need the code. What was the riddle?
If lightning
Take
strikes
cover.
twice,
Right.
get out. Well, I'm assuming that's the riddle.
You're
I'm not
assuming
sure.
that's the riddle. You just found a book. That's the cover.
That's the cover of the book. That's what it says.
Yes, that's like the title of the book.
Oh.
It was under the mattress.
That was under the mattress in the master bedroom?
Yes.
Turns out you just picked up like straight smut.
Speaking of smut, that is kind of what you find in the other bedrooms. It looks like it's like a goblin hustler.
Alexa, how many days has it been since August 28th?
Google will tell you that.
Okay.
He was asking Alexa.
I was. I thought I was muted. Sorry. I was figuring out how long it's been since I've had a haircut.
For me, it's been over a year.
It's been a long time for me.
200 days was what Alexa said.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well,
Anyway.
apart from me shaving the back of your head. But
As you guys are sitting in here, you hear kind of like almost like a steam whistle sound. And then you start to hear some
Is it like
rumbling.
the quitting sound on the Flintstones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I cursed to myself silently going, well, I can't knock all of them over the head.
Yeah, it's quitting time. Let's get out of here, Darlin. We're going to have to make do with what we have.
We need one more clue.
We'll have to wing
Let's
it.
get out.
by now, I'm back in the camp that Alikio set up.
Okay, so you guys are all rushing out of there. Okay.
I wake up the goblin who got knocked over the head.
Okay.
I'm just shaking him awake vigorously, going, "Hey man, are you okay? You passed out all of a sudden. You hit your head."
Oh. Who are you again?
You were showing me around and talking to me about the tower. I believe you were. You said you were on your way to check the bank manager's house.
He instantly goes into his pocket and realizes he still does have his key. So he sort of believes you. Oh, okay. And then you see him kind of run into the house to lock the door.
I go, okay. Thanks for the tour. Maybe we can meet up for an ale at some point.
Yeah, that makes him stop. And then he looks at you. He's a little more interested. Your scarf of sexual appeal has triggered something in the goblin.
No.
Sorry. Perhaps you and I can chew on a bone fish later together.
Perhaps we can. And I wink. And I toss the scarf just slightly over my shoulder and I walk away.
As you do it, it kind of blows his hair back. Ooh. Okay. So he locks the door.
I regroup at camp.
Please tell me I can see this from the camp.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
So you guys have all...
Harrison, the goblin tamer.
As we're walking back to meet with the others, I'm showing Dralin a list of slaves and ask if he recognizes any crewmate. Or maybe I just read them out. I'm not sure if he can read.
Are you ready to come in?
He recognizes Toothless Bert.
Oh, Toothless Bert.
Is his name crossed off or?
No, that one isn't crossed off, but Peg Leg Billy is crossed off.
Oh no.
And Mom with an X is on there as well.
Mom?
X-Mom, but just pronounced Mom. X-M-U-M. Mom.
Okay.
Were any of those people important people that I know?
I don't know.
Or just
I don't know the details of your personal relationship, sir.
I mean, there might be a scarf of sexual attraction involved, so, you know, who knows? He is pregnant.
Hey. I wouldn't go near Drawlin with a 10-foot pole.
And there's about...
Hey, Drawlin got pregnant somehow.
You put me in a barrel. It wasn't me.
5 other names there you don't really know, but they look like they're elf human names.
All right.
But you're keeping the list, right?
Yeah, I'm going to keep the book too, and I'm probably going to give it to Jolly to try to see if she can make something more of it.
So that's like you realize that's like the lunchtime
The lunch whistle.
buzzer, so they're all kind of by the
Food trucks?
well, we'll call them.
I hope so.
They're by the waterfall there.
Okay.
While we are sitting around camp, can I A, work on a disguise, and B, can I have a quick conversation with Jolly? Jolly, I want you to know that I have full intentions to A, not lose this powder, and B, return it back to your ancestral home. Once we are complete with this, I only took it as a guarantee that if anything goes wrong, we have some reason to be at the bank.
I'll accept that. Not happy.
I
I'll
offer it
accept
to her to hold on to should she want.
No, I don't want to touch that.
Okay. And then I work on a disguise.
Not the first time Paris has heard that.
Oh shit!
What was that?
Nothing?
Okay. And then I work on a disguise based on what I saw that goblin look like.
So, Eris,
Hmm.
do you think that goblin could be one of our ways in?
Potentially, if I can find an ale house, or if I could
The bank is
coincidentally run into him again.
You guys can enter the bank. It is like a bank.
Yeah, but we're casing it out first, seeing what we can find.
Okay. If you don't think 6 of you sitting off to the side peeking at the bank from a distance is...
I wasn't sitting, like, I'm sitting in, I thought this was woods. Like, is that not woods over here?
Well, that's all woods there. That's a wooded area.
Yeah, I'm kind of sitting back in the woods, not like right on the shore.
Okay.
I mean, where they are is definitely on the shore. I think we moved back a little too close. Yeah, sort of in the woods. I mean, not like being obvious. I definitely far enough back that Mostly that we can keep an eye on the main thing I was curious about is the bank manager and the bank manager's house. So I wanted a view of the manager's house and the door, but not like, I would say we're realistically probably somewhere over here in the woods, or over here. I don't know where the door is on this. Looking at the tower, it looks like it wraps around, so I'm not sure where the door actually is.
Okay.
Assuming it really is a tower.
As you guys are sitting there, you kind of notice about every 20 minutes or so, one goblin with a wolf kind of circles the guardhouse, then circles the bank. He's got like a route. And you kind of notice one is just constantly doing a figure 8 around the buildings.
Troll.
Huh.
It's
Number
only
8
one
again.
though,
Yeah.
so it's the same one all the time.
Yeah. You're pretty sure there's like at least 25 guards in that house. We don't really know what they're doing in there, but
Can I see any of them standing sentry?
there is 2 kind of by the door. Most of them are in the house, you believe. You don't really know who's in the bank yet, but you definitely, the wizard was right. That does look like the big guardhouse.
Okay. Is there anywhere that we can see where they may store their food or that sort of thing, or would that be kept inside like the guardhouse?
It looked like the bank manager's house had the massive food prep. A lot of pig and lamb, like way more than that would feed them. As far as you can tell, they might have their own kitchen in a guardhouse. But for some reason, the bank manager was prepping some huge meat meals. Not typical bank manager work.
I mean, she did have a lot of guest bedrooms.
She is a slut.
Fair enough.
Oh, so something Eris is used to being around them.
Apparently.
I don't know what Goblin's rules are on monotony, actually. I have no idea. I haven't done my proper goblin mating research. Nor do I want to Google that.
From everything I've read in the many
would say
books
Sir
that
John.
I've read, they're
Goblin
not
mating.
monogamous.
Goblin mating would just be a terrible images to pop up. I'm not looking for that.
So once we get back to camp, I'm going to drop that book off with Jolly and tell her that the title might be part of the riddle that we need. And she seems like books, so I'll leave it with her. And then I'd like to grab a volunteer from our group here to go talk to the mage with me. I want to tell him about these slaves.
All right. So who wants to go with them to see the mage?
So I'll
I'll
sit
go.
and start looking at the book. Do you want me to do an investigation on it?
You can. It's a book.
How much time passed while we were sitting in camp, would you say?
Well, you guys are watching them do the rounds. You've seen a couple rounds, so it's their lunchtime, I said. So you're around, like, it's 1 o'clock now. You kind of showed up about 9 in the morning.
It was for the curiosity of my disguise kit works differently based on whether it's been 10 or 30 minutes.
Okay. So you're like just there sewing. Are you making just yourself a kit, or can you make everyone one? Or what are you just making?
I can only pack enough stuff that it allows me to make one kit.
Okay.
It doesn't matter who it's for. I can dye somebody else's hair or do their makeup, but I can't.
So you kind of make yourself look like a goblin, and I believe Drawlin said he's doing, so he looks like a goblin.
Yeah.
So you two look like goblins, and Emery is going to meet the mage with. Who's?
I don't know. Someone is going with me.
I was gonna go, but I had a secondary idea with Drawlin.
Likio.
All right, I'll go with her.
Okay.
And he hasn't met me because I was cloaked, but
Okay.
I'll introduce myself and tell him I'm part of the investigation and tell him what I found.
A tiefling. You
Yes.
know, I've seen your wanted poster. It does you wonderful likeness.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
do you hate about fashion, might I ask?
That was one of our One of our mates, he's not the brightest bulb in the box.
I mean,
He sent some bad orders out. It was not intentional, even though it was heinous.
like, you see my wonderful wizard hat?
Yeah,
Madame herself made this for me.
I'm so sorry.
It's the sorting hat.
I turn to him and say, was it Madame Oz who made my stuff? I think it was, wasn't it?
No, I don't think so.
There was 3 of them.
I can't remember who made mine.
You had the skimpy one.
Yes, I had the skimpy one. Wasn't that Madame Oz, the skimpy one?
No, Madame was Emery's.
Oh, okay.
The main
Madame
one. 'Cause
Ah.
Emery won Fashion Week. Madame Okay.
Never mind. I thought I had the Madame Oz stuff. I was going to offer him my clothing
Like,
as a...
You two
as
don't strike me as murderers. It's weird, these stories. It's a lot of weird things happen in the land.
Wrong place, wrong time. So I think these goblins might be up to something.
Really?
I'm going to show him the list of slave names.
The slave names? Whoa.
Yeah, and let him know that some of them belong to my former crew.
Slavery?
Yeah, I do not like slavery.
Interesting.
Is it like illegal in this?
It's definitely not looked happily upon. It's kind of, there's probably regions in Zandalia where it's more accepted than others, but typically slavers are the lowest scum. And because you guys started this off in slavery, you're probably not fans of it.
Nope.
So you found this list. He's kind of going through it. You see him kind of copying a couple of names down on his own little scroll. These are interesting. Some of these people are from important families.
Some of the names are crossed off also, so I don't know if that means they're not.
That
with
peg
the
like
Lord.
Billy, he's important. I don't know. I'm just totally making things up now. Never mind.
Really?
No, he was part of a sailing crew.
Sailing.
You mean pirates?
Well, that's what you... There are pirates in this...
Oh, sorry. That's the wrong term. Buccaneers.
Buccaneers, swashbucklers. Oh, yes. I know the sort. So...
Waiting for Emery to throw things at me.
You do believe...
He's just ignoring you flat out.
Did you guys find anything else in there?
Yeah, we found a book, but I didn't bring that with me. We found
a
a
locked
book
door.
called something or other. It was called "If Lightning Strikes Twice, Get the Fuck Out."
Oh.
That's good advice.
Yeah. And then we found a code.
It's if lightning strikes twice.
If you
Take
see
shelter or die.
lightning strike twice,
You're dead.
take shelter or die.
Oh, yeah, okay. I paraphrase.
I even have it written down, and I said it wrong. So
Yeah, so
You
there's
guys are-
that.
You guys might be in trouble when it comes to the riddles.
I honestly think "get the fuck out" works pretty synonymously.
Paraphrasing it. He reading it in Old English. Get the fuck out. I love it.
What else did we find? I found a glyph. I found information for a glyph. I don't know.
What information did you find?
So first we found that we needed 5 items, we think, to get into the vault. We need a handprint. There's riddles, a glyph, a key, and a code. We found a brick that had some handprints on it, so we think that would work.
Oh.
The riddles.
Can I see the handprints?
Oh, did I bring them with me? I don't know. I think Drawlin has it.
You didn't say you gave them to anybody, did you?
Well, Drawlin's the one who picked it up, so I assume he's got them.
Ah, okay.
I probably didn't bring much.
A sheet of handprints. That's probably all the people who have access to the magic button. Everyone with handprints on it. You might need those hands.
Is it a muffin button? If we press it, will it create muffins?
So it had goblin handprints on it. So I guess we're going
I
to be
want a
looking for
muffin
some
button.
goblins.
So you guys are talking about muffins on your side? All right, that's cool.
And then
I'm hungry.
Drawlin's got a muffin top now. He's pregnant.
the glyph keyword was mbop,
Mbop.
but we
Oh.
also need a code, and we don't know the code yet.
To deactivate the glyph, you just need to say the word out loud. Typically, that's how they work. That is
Oh,
probably your answer to the glyph.
Yeah. And then I believe someone else in my party found a key, but we still don't know the code, and we don't know the answer to the riddle. So I think we're not ready yet. But we had to get out of the house because
I do believe the riddles on such security devices magically change. You might have to just
send our
have the
smartest
knowledge.
people in.
Yes, you might have to confer. But if
On
I
my
were
way.
you guys, I would probably go take a look in the bank. Maybe fake a transaction, just get a feel of the place. Before you try to break in, you might want to get a look of the lay. They're open for probably 4 more hours today.
Did we lose
That
Drawlin?
brings me to my intent with Drawlin. Was since he's disguised and I have a mock disguise on, maybe we could walk in and make a deposit and see the steps as to how they go through each of these checks and balances for security.
Okay.
Do you think the goblins are likely to make deposits? Or
Well, it is a goblin bank, so
yeah.
I'm sure I could open an account.
and
This is
I
gonna be
don't
the
know.
most
make sure that you
boring
want
part of
to
the
bring it.
podcast.
Just make sure.
It's the main bank of Gendalia. It's just ran by goblins.
Yeah, I think all the goblins I've killed have hid their money under their mattress.
Looks like Drawlin's missing temporarily.
Yeah. Eris, just make sure when you go to deposit that, tell them that you want to see the security features, as this is not something that you want stolen. You want to make sure that your goods are protected and where you can see where it's going to be as you leave it there.
I'm only going to offer that up as a last resort. I was planning to potentially deposit Frank temporarily. Best not to take chances.
So I am looking at this book. What do I see? Other than the cover and pages.
It seems to be an action adventure book. There's a lot of talk about Amazon women riding lightning bolts. A fun love tale between a knight and a princess. It seems to be a book of strange fairy tales.
It has nothing to do with the bank.
It's maybe just his favorite book.
Hidden under the
Her favorite
mattress?
book. Hey?
Hidden under the mattress?
Yeah.
He didn't want the bank manager to find it.
Well, I'm keeping this in my... as we're sitting here, I'm going to read through some of the stories and see if they have any bearing at all on anything that we're dealing with, or if they're just like actual stories.
There's a definite chapter on the romance between a couple of giants that forbidden love got them cast from the beanstalk. We found that one very interesting.
All right.
He just doesn't want his friends to know he's a
Can
nerd.
you read the first paragraph for me?
Uh-oh.
I don't think it should be read out loud.
I tried. I wanted to get see where your mind would go with that, but okay. So are you guys going to the bank now, a couple of you?
Yeah, the disguised people, I think, are going.
Because Drawlin said he lost his internet connection. That's the text I got.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know if it's like down or just got to reboot it.
Yeah, we can.
I can go in with them.
Okay.
He's probably caught in the issue that roll 20's having. All kinds of same thing that took me down and that took Shiera down briefly.
Well, he just said I lost my internet connection, so I'm not sure what he's talking about. But
Yeah.
Okay. So if you're approaching the bank, I will switch you to the bank.
He also just could have lost his internet connection.
Yeah. I asked him if he's rebooting it or is it gone for the night.
Ooh, look at this. The bank.
This
Ooh,
looks
fancy.
great, Brandon.
I was just gonna say
This
that.
looks
Ooh,
great. Is that
fancy.
grip hook? Did you
He
slap a Harry
did.
Potter?
Yeah.
He did. That is all Harry Potter goblins.
I've totally been here
Did
before.
you see the wizard?
Yeah, it was Gandalf the Grey, wasn't
No,
it?
it was
No,
me.
that was Brandon.
That's actually me.
Oh,
Where's the
Oh,
wizard?
your
nice.
profile picture.
Took that picture in my library.
Very nice. Very nice.
Oh, his whole house is down. Oh shit.
Oh,
boy.
damn.
And his kids are upset. So
I
Well,
I would imagine they're upset with no internet. That's that's torture.
John
21st
got
century.
some pregnancy diarrhea, so he can't make it. He's gonna be in the camp. If that's a thing.
God, Drolin, just make sure you dig a hole far enough away from camp, please.
I don't know.
Is that a thing?
I don't know. I don't know about Dragonborn.
He tries to run away, but it all comes out running down his
I
leg.
know birds get real bad diarrhea when they go to lay eggs from working at the pet store, so I'm going to assume it's the same.
I would assume it's the same then.
Vito walks into the living room with the what the fuck look on her
Okay,
face.
so Eris is here.
You'd think she'd be used to it by now.
Yeah.
You would think, yeah.
So, who's going with Eris? Did you say you were, Jolly?
Yes.
Okay. So you kind of enter the bank. You see a couple huge statues in the corners. You're going to ignore where that says patron because I stole this picture from somebody else. You see what appears to be the bank manager sitting there. You see 3 tellers. You make note of the 2 ringing bells behind them. There's a couple chests behind them. It appears to be 2 dragon heads.
Dragon what?
2 dragon heads,
Oh, heads.
like hanging from the wall.
And
Not that I want it, but
is that the bank manager?
Yep.
who's that? Oh, I see. Oh, I have to scroll. Oh, she's cool looking.
Yeah, I agree. She's really cool looking. Okay, so I confer very quickly with Jolly, 'cause I'm pretty sure she also speaks Goblin.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. I thought I did. I speak Gnomish, so there goes that idea. I was gonna pretend to be
let me double-
half Goblin.
Let me double check.
Ew, what's a half goblin? Ugh.
We wouldn't want to talk about it. Not
Yeah.
over.
Somebody had sexy time with a goblin and something else, and think of it like a Chihuahua and a Siberian Husky.
I
Does that
never
have a
want to
Taco
think
Bell
about
Chihuahua
chihuahuas.
claim to be?
Seriously, that is so bad. Although the puppies would be fucking adorable. A little miniature size looking Siberian Husky, that would be so cute.
Mixed
They
with
have those.
goblin?
I was gonna say they have those. Those are called Clicklays.
Quickly?
Clicklays. Look it up. You'll find there's mini Huskies. They're
I
called
want
Clicklays.
one. Although the fur would probably be atrocious.
You think your dog
can
is
it use a
stubborn?
litter box?
They're not cats. They're dogs.
So?
Okay.
I mean, our
Well-
little dog is smaller than both our cats.
Yeah, but does it use a litter box?
No. God, I wish.
Yeah.
Tries to. There's times where I've seen him crawl in the litter box and try to pee and then get confused and leave and then pee on the bear.
Oh.
I
So-
could never own this dog. These dogs are crazy energetic.
Apparently, the dog
Quick
does
play.
try to use the litter box, but gets confused. Okay. So are we walking up to the bank teller?
Looking for cookie balls.
Sorry, totally
yeah.
off track here.
I was gonna say I think we should call this episode the off track episode.
Right?
As you guys walk in, the bank manager says, sign in the books, please, before you come.
I obviously sign in under a fake name.
Okay.
I sign in under Jolly, because apparently that's not my real name anyways.
And as I walk to about here, I do like a 360 spin, kind of like staring at the roof and just like overacting and marveling at the architecture of this very fine establishment.
In absolute awe.
What are you guys here for? A personal loan, business loan, banking, depositing? You don't look familiar. I don't believe we have any of your wares stored here.
No, not currently, but I am hoping to open up a secure deposit.
Oh, you would see Tom.
Which one's Tom?
The one that says Tom. Do you not see the name? Can you not see the name?
No.
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. It says Tom on my screen.
Okay. So I quickly, because Eris is real dumb about this, I start walking the other way. You must be Tom over here.
Can you see his name now?
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
We got Belief with like 7 E's and Tom and Creek. Okay. Walk over to Tom.
I forgot to do that C fucking 3-button thing. There you go. Oh, good evening. What can I help you with?
Tommy, my boy. It is Tommy, right?
You can
Anyways,
call me
I would
anything
like
you'd
to I would like to open up a secure deposit. I've heard this is the finest bank in all the land with the best security, and what I have needs to be as tightly secured as possible.
Hopefully not as tightly secured as your chastity belt, my good man. Am I right?
Boy, you know it.
Okay. What are you looking to deposit today?
I withdraw Frank.
Oh. Okay. He's looking at you, kind of marvels. Oh yes. Oh yes. You come. You definitely want to put this in the most secure place possible.
Yeah. So, but here's the thing. I don't trust anybody to watch my stuff unless I can see how secure it actually is.
Oh, of course. I put it in the vault. I cannot take you into the vault.
How would I be able to see or retrieve my items later on?
You'll come and we will retrieve them for you. You usually the retrieval is on the left there.
I flip my scarf again, this time over the opposite shoulder.
He drops a coin. Oh, okay, yes.
I lean on the desk, and I look
I am
at Tom
trying
like,
so fucking hard not to laugh as this is happening.
Tommy, buddy, boy, hey, you know, there's a lot of good that can come from staying in chastity for a long period of time, if you know what I'm saying. And I'd be willing to share a little bit of that if you would be willing to show me the vault.
My back is turned at this point because I cannot keep a straight face.
A little quid pro quo.
Well, our vaults do have the state-of-the-art 5 encryption system. If I were to bring you into the vault, I would be fired for sure. However, you may witness from right there me putting it in there.
I go, surely there must be something you can do, as I twist a little bit of my hair on my finger.
Okay, give me a persuasion with an advantage because you have the sexual appeal scarf still.
I rolled 4 twice.
Perfect. I just can't bring you into the vault. There is so many valuables. Other customers, have paid a great deal to keep their stuff safe from everyone. And that
so every item in that vault is not secure by itself?
It's secure, trust me.
But then how would I be able to get to it if we were walking side by side?
Side by side. You're a little bit of a flirt, are you not? Isn't he? You're awfully quiet. Does this guy try to woo all the gentlemen?
No, I've actually never seen this happen. You must be making quite the impression on him.
Well, I can tell you what. You can't get into the vault unless you have one of the 3 tellers' handprints, or perhaps the bank manager. We have the special handprints, so I wouldn't just let anybody open the vault and get your stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, unless someone cut off my friend's hand and used it to get in. But nobody would do something so gruesome. Would you agree?
That's
No.
horrifying.
Okay.
No.
So,
And,
what
and
if,
then
what if,
and then you'll have to answer some riddles, but the riddle is never asked the same riddle twice, so it would not help you.
so, what if we were just to go to, say, the door of the safe? Not actually go in the safe, but so that we're close enough to see and make sure that it's put somewhere properly. This is a very, very dear item for my friend here.
Oh, I just bad things happen when people enter the safe that aren't supposed to go in there. Even me.
Say that again. I didn't hear you.
Bad things happen to people when they go into the safe without permission, and I cannot give the permission.
No, we don't want to go in the safe. Just out in front of the safe.
You can't come behind the desk. Well, have you ever been to a bank before?
But surely there's a door over by the manager there. Just walk right through.
That is how people die.
Okay.
Only if you're not invited back there.
Let me take you back and go over how typical bank transactions work, because you have obviously never been to a bank before. You give me the item, I get the item, I go through the encryption process, I place it in the vault. And then you pay a fee. And then when you come to retrieve it, you come back and say, I would like to get my thing, and we bring it out and give it back to you.
Do I have a key for my own vault? My own subsection of it?
Oh, yes.
Okay. I offer to open up a new account saying something like lightning never strikes twice.
Lightning never strikes twice. Lightning never strikes twice? Okay, sounds familiar.
Book I've read.
Tinok, what's that book you really like? The one with the double lightning strikes? And she kind of gives him a look like. Oh.
So then I go over to the bank manager because I have read this book. And I go over and start talking to the bank manager very quietly in hushed tones so that nobody else can hear us about these stories, specifically the giant story.
John.
I'm back.
The giants. Don't you think it's a little unnecessary that the giants' wangs are always exposed?
You think you would cover them up, right? Have some sort of, like, mystery to things?
Like, pull my beanstalk, am I right?
Yeah. What was your favorite story in that series of books?
I like the Amazons the most.
Yeah, those
Amazon
lightning bolts were
lightning.
pretty awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about power between your thighs, eh?
You guys are very sexually frustrated group, aren't you?
Well, you see what I'm traveling with, right?
I flip my scarf again.
It's definitely my favorite book.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you have a first edition copy, perhaps?
I'm not sure. It was a gift from someone.
I have one of the first edition, signed by the author.
Oh, that is amazing.
Oh yes, it's one very, very, very special to me.
I guess so. It would be very special to me too.
So, are you guys depositing anything today?
Yes, my friend is depositing his special sword. Not that kind of special sword.
You guys are quite something.
Yeah, Tom plays his card, right?
At least your day is a little bit more interesting with us simple folk here.
So I will, Tom, are you going to deposit that and just give him an idea so he can see how secure we are here? So,
Thank
Tom,
you so much.
Tom takes your dagger, and you see him. He puts his hand on a button there on the statue. He kind of pushes it in. It seems to recognize the goblin hand. It lights up, kind of moves away, and then he's like, now I have to answer the riddle. The riddles change all the time, and the dragon starts talking. And it says, 60 minutes is all it takes. 2 identical bodies joined as one. The longer I stand, the more I run. All I hold, I'm sure to spill. Young, I'm tumble, yet old, I'm still. What am I? Have you heard this one, Eris? What do you think it is?
Can you rephrase it one more time?
Now the thing about these riddles is they only give you one repeat and that's it. So if I were to say the wrong, I would get killed.
Well, we wouldn't want that, would we,
So
Tom?
when they say the riddles, they always say make you listen really carefully. So 60 minutes is all it takes. 2 intricate bodies joined as one. The longer I stand, the more I run. All I hold, I'm sure to spill. Young, I'm tumble, yet old, I'm still. What would you say that was?
Time. Clock.
You're not in the bank, are you?
I don't know. I thought I was.
No, because
you
your
were-
internet dropped, I went in with Eris.
Yeah, you were having pregnancy shits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made you go dig a hole out in the trees somewhere so that we didn't have to smell it. Pregnancy shits.
Well, I'll tell you what. The riddle to this is clearly an hourglass.
Yep.
See, these are the riddles you have to answer riddles every time, and if you're not smart, that's why only the smartest goblins run the tell.
Well, I mean,
Well,
then
obviously.
obviously cannot work here myself then. Ever.
And then I have to disarm the glyph. He kind of whispers, "Bop." Magical glyph. Opens it up. A keyhole appears, and then a code comes, and he kind of covers so you can't see. Presses the 4 buttons. He kind of spins the thing on the safe. Not quite enough where you guys can see, and he just puts his hand in and sucks away, closes it. See? Secure.
Yeah.
But
And
how do you get it back out?
There's a different riddle all the time. How do you get it back out?
Well, it just sucked it out of your hand. You didn't even walk in the safe. How would you get it back out?
How do I have a key?
You give me the key, and then I go. Or I don't go. Crack does the retrievals. I'm not allowed in the vault, I told you. I deposit. Crack withdraws. See, it's so secure, not even the same person can go in that can come out.
That's what I figured.
That is fascinating. This really is like the most secure bank ever.
What time do you get off work today, Tom?
For you, I'll quit.
Not worth quitting over. Not even a little. Just meet up after.
Okay.
Is there a tavern or something around here?
No tavern. This is more of a business town. Only banking.
Where do you go to let loose?
Where do I go to let loose? Sometimes I go splash in the water, like go hee a little skinny dip.
Isn't Blee Heave your friend over there? I say with a little chuckle to myself.
We don't actually hang out outside work. We have to share the same lodgings with the manager. The manager. Actually, you know what? We don't really like the manager. Usually, we stay with the guards. It's more safe.
More safe, huh? Okay. I nod to Jolly and
You know, sometimes they hear me even when I'm whispering. The invisible guys are here still.
are they, Tom?
Yes.
Where are the invisible guys now?
They're in the bank. They're under invisibility spell, so when people, you know, try to get a little fresh and break in, they get stabbed in the back without even knowing.
Oh, good. Good.
And I'm still talking away to the manager, so
There's 3 of them. One's a mage, one's a rogue, and one's like a guy with a stabby stick and stabs people. I don't know what you call him.
Wouldn't
Stabby
wouldn't they be worried about you telling me this information, Tom? I would fear for your life a little.
You're going to tell me? That's why I'm whispering really quietly.
No, I wouldn't tell on you, but I'm just afraid that they might hear you. You could never tell where they are.
Well, I thought you were my romance partner. I thought I could trust you.
You can, Tom. I'm not telling anybody anything, but I also can't tell you where the invisible guys are currently.
I can't either. They're invisible.
They could be behind you, Tom.
They show up every morning and they vanish, and then at the end of the shift, they appear and go to the house.
Okay.
It's an extra layer of security, my friend.
I appreciate the information. I hope I can repay it to you soon. And I wink. And I motion to Jolly that we should head back to the camp. Oh, and I grab my key of sorts.
Don't forget your key. I hate to be a bother, but you didn't pay the 2 gold fee?
Oh, of course. And I hand over 2 gold.
Thank you so much. He takes a gold and he smells it. He likes
It has been in my pocket a long time.
He tries to like show off. He's like spinning the gold in his hands to see if you're impressed.
I swoon just a little.
Gets them every time.
God, if I don't get out of here, this is going to go on for far too long and go in far too many directions. I go, see you around, Tom, and I walk out.
Okay.
take care, Mr. or Mrs. Bank Manager. It was really nice talking to you.
Maybe next time you'll be a patron as well and not just loiter.
Maybe.
Bring that book. Deposit it. We'll take good care of it.
But if I do that, I won't be able to read it again.
I see your point.
And we leave.
Okay.
Back to camp.
All right. Now what he is doing?
I would like to relay the information of the steps required for us to get through and the fact that we are going to need Creek's handprint to get out and the invisible guys. Unless Tom's crazy.
No, because remember the wizard said that they see the guys go into the bank but never see them there?
Oh, yeah.
But we also know that the guys stay in the guardhouse instead of in the bank manager's house.
The tellers stay in the guardhouse.
That's what I meant.
The invisible guys, you're going to assume they're in the bank manager's house, though.
Did you at least insight check Tom?
I did not know.
No, he was too busy flirting.
Tends to drop their guard a little bit, I think. I hope.
He did a shit roll, even with...
With advantage, I rolled 4 twice.
Oh, yeah.
I think while we're discussing this, I would like to put forward the plan that I try to meet up with Tom and see if I can get to be around the other 2 bank tellers, and maybe I can discern which handprint belongs to whom.
And I have to go let Squirt out because he's huffing at me.
I don't know. Would I be able to really tell?
Tell the goblins? Handprints?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess you could call them something. Hope they slap you and get that indent on your face. Does that look
Somebody
right?
just takes the.
Well, you got a makeup kit. Maybe try to get them to put their hand on that to get the print.
Yeah, I just have to bring them somewhere that is a little bit easier to let them let their guard down, so they put their hand on something, but they don't realize that it's there. Any suggestions?
Well, Tom seemed to take a liking to you.
Yeah. We need some way to see invisible.
Yeah, can
Does
anybody
anybody
see
have
me? I don't.
Does anybody have a detect magic spell?
Nope.
Sadly, that was a cantrip I did not take, and I should have, and I've regretted it now like several times.
Yeah, so have I. I even took Pact of the Tome for my warlock, so I've got a few extra cantrips, but I didn't take that one.
Or we could just try every handprint on the door and see which one does what. I'm just afraid we'll have to answer a riddle every time we choose a different handprint.
Or we can capture someone and cut off their hand and use it.
I feel like that might make us a little more noticeable. Right now, I think we're pretty incognito.
Well,
Unless
if we
you're
take
hungry,
a
Drawlin.
goblin, I can disguise myself to look like a particular goblin, so if we take someone, lop off his hand, I can walk around with it.
Is it a true casting? Like every part of you is identical?
No. Well, no, it's disguise self.
Okay.
So it wouldn't pass up to scrutiny.
It's illusion.
It's an illusion, yeah.
It's just an illusionary cantrip, so it's super.
I don't know. I think we could probably solve the riddle once, maybe twice. I think that the handprint, because we have 3-4 of them, might be the hardest part. Especially, like, potentially the bank manager might be the bonus one. It may let us get further in than either of the opposite two, the deposit or the inbound or the outbound, I guess. But we don't know what Beliefs does if that was the other one.
All right.
I think we should do this by nightfall, though. Get in, get out. We shouldn't linger in the city for too long.
Yeah, definitely not.
What do you think, Eliko? Or Elikio?
He's either muted or sick of your shit.
No, I'm muted. I'm talking to myself again. Sorry. No, I'm sitting here thinking. You can see I'm lost in thought with what you've kind of said. The information I assume you've relayed. On one hand, we know there are invisible guards, but we have no way to see where they are. Perhaps our mage friend can help there, but without knowing where they are, it makes us extremely vulnerable. At least during bank hours.
I have an idea about that.
No, go on.
I'll dig into my backpack and pull out a pipe and some special tobacco.
You still have that stuff that the fashion week gave you to put in your lip?
Can I smoke that and make that into smoke, though?
Oh, I would love for you to try and smoke it.
My goal is to tell the crew that we can just blow smoke, and smoke will, I don't know, wouldn't that reveal the outline of something? Or throw sand or dust or something? You'd be able to see if there's somebody there.
But I mean,
There is
how
no
much-
smoking signs.
Oh, there. Well, I wasn't there, so I didn't know.
I think smoke's our best call. I don't know that we can keep enough sand going that we keep in contact with the enemies.
Well, I can create a bonfire. That would create quite the smoke, depending on what I.
Wait a minute.
I don't know that we should set the bank on fire.
The house was a bit large.
There is a large guardhouse right beside it.
I did think of burning it
25
down.
goblins.
Is that made out of wood by chance?
The guardhouse, yeah.
It's fine. Alikio can just thunder wave them and take out the entire troop.
But if I set the guardhouse on fire, that would be a good distraction.
Or it may make the goblins huddle up in the bank for protection.
Let's go back and ask the mage.
Maybe
He
if I
might
put
have
a
a spell.
fashion vendor in there, you guys might fucking kill it.
Maybe the mage has a way for us to detect invisibility.
Okay, so
Yeah.
talk to the mage.
Yeah, ask him
Yeah.
for a scroll or something like that.
Oh,
Would detect magic work?
yep.
I don't
Yeah,
think
do
I
you
have
have
it,
this-
but
Oh, okay.
Good thought.
I was just asking, right? Because then if he has
Yeah.
detect magic, then we can use that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
would-
the mage might.
I would have to severely retcon to have detect magic, sadly. I do not have it.
No,
Do we know what's the mage's name?
Bob.
Oh, I
Mine's
hope
just a
it's
minor
Bob.
spell change, but
Mazak
It's not Bob.
Trot.
what is it?
Crot?
I just heard
Oh yes,
crotch.
crotch. Well, yeah, I
Mazak Trot.
remember I heard crotch first too when he got pissed off at me.
Mazak Trot.
Crotch.
He's a very famous, important mage.
Of course.
So I'll give him some reverence when I visit and ask him if he's got something that can help us detect the invisible. There's always 2 invisible people.
3.
3?
I thought it was 3.
3 invisible.
Ah, have you guys discovered anything else?
Did someone come with me? Because I wasn't even there.
Yeah, I'm down there.
Eris is here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I
too.
don't know.
Good.
Well,
friend.
Mr. Crot,
Drawlin's
how can
recovered
we
from his
see
shit, so
invisible?
he can go.
How can you be invisible?
No, how can we see invisibility? Would you have
Oh.
something, a scroll perhaps, a powder, a dust, a flower, something?
Well, you could. You put a bunch of flour in your hand and just blow into the room, and if you
And
have,
watch for the footsteps?
if you have any drow with you, they could perhaps do better fire. Do you have a drow?
We do not have a drow.
Oh, okay. I do have a detect magic scroll, but I'm not really supposed to just give them to people.
But
It
you're
worked.
not supposed to talk to strangers either, yet here you are talking to us.
Oh,
Can you sell the scroll to people?
Lend the scroll to people.
money transactions are kind of dirty. Don't you think? It's kind of a goblin thing to do.
Oh no.
I'll tell you what.
Please tell me it's chicken butt.
Chicken butt. Uh,
Wait, so
yes.
just thinking out loud here.
Are you with everybody? Or are
No,
you having a
I'm-
conversation?
I'm just thinking out loud. He wants us to get something out of the vault, right? So giving us the scroll would be in his best interest.
He wants us to find out what's going on there because he thinks they're up to no good.
Yes.
Oh, I thought I heard him say something. Wanted something out of the vault
Well-
too.
There's.
Tell you what, Crot, how about you come with us? And that way you're not giving us the scroll and you can use it. a fine magician like yourself who's known throughout the
What
world.
do you want the scroll for exactly? Can I ask?
We're trying to detect the 3 invisible people in the bank so we can avoid them.
Why don't you just go to the bank after it's closed when they leave?
Because they might be there afterwards.
Why do you go in and like walk in and do a big detect a magic spell out in the open? Wouldn't that kind of blow your cover what you're doing? Why don't you just go when it's closed?
You wouldn't think that they would be there after it's closed because
I see them leave and I see them enter every day. I just don't see them when they're there. I told you this.
Hmm.
And there's nothing else.
What do you guys call? Do you guys have like a name?
Do we have a name?
The harpies.
The harpies?
We should come up with something.
How about the dim wits?
Oh, ouch. Ouch. We are just new adventurers. We're finding things out the hard way.
I'm just saying, when people are there, they're invisible, and then they leave.
And technically, Emery wasn't there, so she doesn't know that.
I would go when it's closed if I was going to try and rob a bank. That's just me. That makes make sure there's nobody there. I can't give you the spell, but I'm going to tell you, you're not going to be very inconspicuous. Walking in the bank and uttering a spell. Like, I think they might start ringing their bells.
As inconspicuous as walking in with a handful of flour and going,
It's a bit more of a cloak and dagger type robbery. Not just, we're here, cast a big spell in the middle of the bank.
Fair enough.
You guys can do that how you want, and I will sit here and enjoy it from my bonfire.
All right.
I'm just not going to help you fight 25 goblins.
Mr. Crott, what is it that you you want from the bank vault?
I want to know what's in the bank vault. The slaver's trade list and the missing creatures, I think, are related.
Okay. I need something to call forth from the vault, it seems.
What do you mean?
You can deposit an item and it goes through, it gets sucked up, and then when you return an item, you can't just walk into the vault. I don't know that I can fully see an inventory.
So would Dispel Magic work?
Describe how it sucks away the item, you say?
You stick your hand in and it goes whoosh, and it flushes away the...
Perhaps is there just a reason they don't want to go into the vault? And that's why they do that.
Do you think they have a massive bag of devouring in there?
What's that?
That's the item I got where I have to flip a 50-50, and if I get it wrong, it will devour me and not give me the item back.
The thing about goblins is you can never 100% trust what they're saying. Do you trust this goblin? Do you like this goblin?
Maybe I like this goblin. I say keeping the ruse going, I guess. God, I was once a married man. Who knew? Yeah, I trust him to have given me sufficient information. I do not trust him to let me into the vault.
When I gave them an item to deposit, they went through these encryption process.
It's a 5
steps. They did the same thing. They put their hand in, the item was gone, and then the other goblin took it back out for me. It appears the hand button works for anyone, though. Anyone can press the hand button, it looks like, as long as they're the goblin.
Okay.
Do you have the goblin prince? Is this the guy who had them? Did Drollin come here? Drollin's here. Yeah. Can I see the thing with the handprints?
I nod. It's probably okay.
Okay. I'm going to show him then.
I'm over here too.
There's four handprints, 4 employees of the bank. I think that means those 4 can use the button, wouldn't I think?
Are any of the hands more slender than the other? Feminine?
You got a little hand fetish?
No, just try to discern 3 male goblins from the female.
Oh, He looks at it. I would suspect one would be female or a skinny, bony person.
So when Tom was talking, did he not say that he couldn't go into the vault, but the other one could? Would that not mean that the other guy had to put his hand on the statue so that they knew he was able to go into the vault?
That could be a reason, or it could be something else. There may be a reason why Tom is not allowed in the vault. Maybe he stole before. Maybe something in the vault doesn't like him.
I just think I'd be cautious and go with the handprint of the guy who we know can get stuff out of the vault. Especially if you want Frank back.
Yeah. Can you show me on the paper which one you think might be the more feminine one?
Okay. So he circles the one in the top left corner. Looks like the first handprint.
I think that might be our best bet to maybe override and have some sort of master control. Or maybe it frees whatever behind that vault. Who knows? Let's go find out.
Okay. So it starts to get dark now. You hear the whistle again. You see the bank manager and 3 figures with the bank manager kind of leave the bank and head towards the house.
Eris, if you were going to go do whatever you're doing with Tom, get him to bring you in the guardhouse so you can have a look around and see where things are and how things are set up and where a good place would be to start the fire, where it would seem natural.
Okay.
I figure you're going to be in there anyways, right? Ask him to show you around.
Alrighty. I would like to hand off Bag of Devouring just in case it comes in handy. I don't recommend putting anything of value in there, but you could potentially put a body in there if necessary.
Oh shit!
Potentially, okay.
I do believe it does take up physical beings. It's you can look it up under the compendium.
Okay, now I go back over to the campsite.
I head towards the guardhouse.
Okay. Tom sees you coming. Eris, you came.
Tommy boy.
At least once.
Not yet, I haven't.
We go. I have to get you to clean up that library tomorrow.
What are you doing here?
Library.
Well, I feel like we hit it off pretty well in the bank, and I thought we might try the second strike of lightning.
Okay.
Okay.
Second stroke of lightning.
We can go play tag in the bush if you'd like.
No, I was wondering if you might have a place we could sit down and have a drink. I'm trying to keep him away from the forest, just in case that's where he meant.
I'm not allowed to have company.
Well, can we have
the guards will give me a wet willy.
Not a wet willy. Obviously, that's the worst thing that can happen to a single human being,
Snap
or
my
goblin.
Cloth and tease me. They're kind of bullies. They're little. I think some of them are like half orc.
I have a friend like that. What about if we sat on the steps here?
Okay, we can sit on the steps.
Okay. I appreciate everything you did and told me in the bank today.
I didn't tell you anything. Don't be
No,
silly.
of course not. Of course.
Don't be silly.
But I did have one more question. If you don't mind answering a question outside of work.
Oh.
I was mostly curious. What does Bleef do?
The middle teller?
Yeah. You told me about you, and of course you told me about Creek. But Bleef seemed to be fairly silent, except for telling me which one of you to go talk to.
Yes, he does the, shall we say, the fence work for the bank.
I know a little bit about that. I was once a very roguish type character in my life. That was a long time ago.
He does a lot of the off-the-book stuff, if you know what I mean.
How do you keep track of anything if it's off the books?
Quite honestly, what he deals with, I do not ask questions about.
Fair. Would it have to do with Faye at all? I've heard rumors, of course.
I've heard the same rumors. I've heard the screams. I've heard the... Oh, I've said too much.
The screams. Funny you should mention that. I plan to make. God damn it! I just want to get through. If you give me any extra information about where you've heard the screams, I might be willing to make you scream.
Sometimes these things come in burlap sacks, and they go into the vault, and then I hear a scream. Sometimes an oink, sometimes a goat go ah. You know.
While he's telling me this, can I see any good alcoves like in here, for example, where we might be able to set that fire?
Oh, that looks like it would probably, like, it's made of wood and it's like goblin, so it would probably go up pretty good if you started a fire around right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope Jolly appreciates what I'm about to do.
Oh no.
Oh fuck, for the Fae, I guess.
I did it for the Fae as an extra.
Never mind for the horde. For the Fae.
Fuck me.
You know, you don't have to actually go through with this. You can knock him out.
I could, but we need to go somewhere first for that.
Or you could just, go through with it.
I
mean, what's the worst
trying to give him the way out.
You could. What's the worst that's going to happen? You could find out you're already pregnant.
Goblin STDs.
I mean, you did miss a game.
One for the team.
I asked him if there's anywhere more private I can go to repay all of his kindness and favors.
You could go to the water wheel.
That sounds good, actually. We can go to the water wheel.
For a ride on the water wheel of mustache rides.
I would like to put forward the idea that we get on at the back of the water wheel and we ride it to the top carousel style.
Okay.
Are you gonna give him a mustache ride?
And
no, I'm gonna give him a ride he'll never forget.
And when you're in there, you do notice that he has the most exquisite pair of underwear you've ever seen.
That's fine. I just plan to kill this guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, God. So we get to the top. God, what do I have for items? Give me a second to think about this.
You see,
I wish I still had the bag of devouring with me. I could just put him inside of it.
He's fixing his eyebrow and twirling his ear hair.
Oh.
On our way up, I would like to. I'd like to. I'll offer him. I want to know his. Fuck. I want to know what he thinks of this drawing that I keep around with me. Okay. This lifelike recreation of what it looks like underneath my clothing. This awful nude drawing that I've been carrying around.
Oh my. That doesn't look like a goblin ding-a-ling.
No. It was like a fantasy-esque drawing. It was a what if that a friend gave me.
You and your friends are such a kinky.
Well, I mean, you gotta learn somewhere. And then, while he's looking at it, can I take the scarf of sexual appeal off, kind of like a boa?
Are you going to strangle him with the scarf of sexual appeal?
I am.
Wow. What a twist on an item. Okay. So he's looking at that. You're just going to wrap around his neck
and cinch it tight. Yeah.
Okay. I guess kind of like a stealth check or a dexterity to see how quick you do it.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand says some sort of.
Put it on normal. Is it with advantage for the surprise or without?
Just about. I rolled a 2 is what you got to beat.
21.
Yeah. So he's really looking at the picture and all of a sudden. I'm not really into this type of rough stuff.
Oh, but I am. I say.
Okay, so you're just gonna keep going till.
Oh yeah, until he's passed out.
Okay.
Now I don't know that I want to kill him entirely.
You see his little bell. He wasn't able to get to it in time because you were too quick to ring.
I'd like to take the bell off of him just in case.
Okay.
And then how high or where are we at in the water wheel right now? If
You're
we
kind of going around. You're
Great.
at the top. Yeah.
Then I will hop off at the top of that tower there.
Okay.
And I'll watch the carousel push him towards the water.
Okay.
If he dies, he dies.
So he goes off of there, and then it goes into a waterfall.
With sharp pointy rocks
and
at the
then
bottom.
down he goes, and that's probably the last you'll hear of Tom, unless somehow he survives and comes back later in your nightmares.
Good.
As far as you know, he's gone off the waterfall.
I had the high ground.
Yeah, because he was strangled with the sexual appeal scarf. He was smiling the whole time.
Service with a smile. And then I
made that
make my
much
way.
cleaner than I was expecting it to be.
Pardon me?
You made that much cleaner than I was expecting it to be.
I had like 7 shades of red going on all over my face. I make my way back to the forest. I let them know. I let them know everything that happened, except for everything that happened about Tom.
Well, that's when I said to Liz last game with the goblin looking for a romance partner. She's like, no. Then Odin's like, I'm interested. And I was like, I don't want to roleplay with that with you.
Fair enough.
No. Okay, so Tom is gone. And now what are you guys doing?
I let them know about what Belief does, specifically Jolly, in hopes that we might be able to find out where the Fae are being kept, and maybe we can take back what's rightfully their property.
Okay.
So where did he say he heard the screams?
I believe it was the vault. They just come in sacks.
Okay.
You never got his handprint.
No, I'm planning to. I'm planning to describe the other one.
Of it was to get his handprint.
I thought it was to find out where to set the guardhouse on fire.
Okay, so if we set the guardhouse on fire, we have to get rid of that horse that's in there because I don't want it to burn.
Oh, stipulations. Okay. It looks like there might be 3 good places to set fire. One is in here in this little alcove. One is here with these boxes, and again here. I know Drawlin's the one with the super fiery spell, so I bet this might be the best place. and then we can try to set fires at either end with whatever we have on us.
So, are we going to be keeping an eye out for Creek?
I assume by the time we go into the bank and we set fire to the guardhouse that they're going to be asleep. I hope.
And how are we getting into the vault if we don't have a hand?
I was just going to try to stick the handprint to it.
Did you not take Tom's hand just now?
Nope.
Oh.
He strangled him with a sexual scarf and then threw him off the water.
Look, if one of you guys want to take a dive, I'll tell you where to find him.
So, Emery, can you go invisible again? I'm wondering about possibly sneaking into the bank manager's house and kidnapping her.
I will just go try and find Tom and do the dirty since apparently, others fail.
Look, I
they
did
only
the
do
dirty,
half the
okay?
job.
My soul
you
is
failed.
ruined.
You failed at doing the dirty, sir. You failed. The dirty part is cutting
it too
the
much
hand
to
off.
ask for you to fuck the goblin?
Yeah, it's just, really. I mean,
look, it's
if you got to get the sexual strangulation thing going, could you at least cut the hand off while you're at it? I mean, if you've got to get your jollies off by strangulation and you go too far, could you
I
at least
resent
get
that
the hand?
phrase, by the way.
Jollies off.
And besides that, he didn't have a dagger. Frank was in the vault.
Oh no, I have 2 other daggers and a sword on me.
Then you have no excuse, dude.
He just enjoyed the strangling.
I will take the walk of shame with Eliko.
He got caught up in the moment. So is Liko going to look for the body?
Yeah, I'll go look for the body.
I'll do it too because I know roughly where it should be.
I'll make my way.
I'm
going to make my way all the way around.
Okay.
Basically, I'm going to make my way to the island.
All right.
To Krot, and then I'm gonna kind of when I get here, I'm gonna go look like I'm going for a swim. I need to get me. I gotta commune with the coast as I am and I will go over here. I'll just swim around. I'm gonna do like I'm cleaning my hair under the waterfall and see if I can find the stupid body.
I'll need a perception. I have a number in mind that you have to get.
Oh fuck!
That is not it.
That is not it. But I have that really cool vest that I'm wearing, which I think gives me the Vest of Virtue. Doesn't that give me wisdom advantage that I'm now remembering?
Yeah.
Remind me to tell you how
so
to...
24.
What was that, Eris?
Remind me to tell you how to add it to your... like my Scarf of Sexual Appeal automatically gives me a boost to my charisma on my sheet.
Oh, nice.
So I'll walk you through that after.
No worries. 24.
Okay. So you kind of find his body stuck in the weeds there.
Cool. I will, unfortunately, remove the hand.
Okay.
Or hold it out for Eris to do.
I was going to say, I'll look at Eliko while he's removing the hand, and also remove the other hand.
I will hand the hands to
Eris. Okay.
I will hand the hands to Eris, and then I will carefully take the body, and since we don't want it just lying here in the weeds for anyone to find, what do I have?
Let's just weigh it down with stones.
In the bottom of a pool where it'll. So I will gently take the body. I will hold the foot and I will swim under, a little bit out of the water, and kind of push it off into the coastline, the shore. So it's further out. So it hopefully is floating out. If there's a rock deep down, I will wedge it. But I will try and carefully dispose of said body so it's not just floating, bobbing at the bottom in the weeds. Because if we could find it that easily, anyone could find it that easily.
Okay. So as the body's floating there, you see some elf walk by and just been like, looks like we got a floater. Ow! There's my CSI joke for you.
I was about to say, I was waiting. I think you just
some
killed your
warning
wife.
would have been nice. Good God.
I think you just killed your wife.
Okay.
So I will. I'll attempt to not so much hide as much as dispose. Like if I can find some rocks under the water, wedge it off the coast. At least until we're long gone. Poor Tom.
So the body kind of goes away, but it's definitely some discoloration of the blood.
Yeah.
A little bit of a trail. I mean, it's in the water though, so it won't last forever. But.
Yep.
As we walk away, I look at Alekio and go, we should never be sent on missions together. We didn't even loot the body.
I still have the body. I'm still with the body, technically.
Okay.
He was only in underwear anyways.
Yeah, he has some very nice underwear that you didn't take. You just pitched over the side.
Well, look.
You took his bell.
Fletch said specifically that he had very nice underwear.
I get that.
You
but
just didn't listen.
The old man.
He was off the stage completely.
Yeah,
I was
really
infatuated. The old man has taken our ship. I'm not giving him any more underwear at this point.
Anyway, so I dispose of the body. I guess I'll look for any coins that might be on it while I'm disposing of it, but that would be all I would do.
Okay.
I'm not... He happens to have a coin pouch. I would take a coin pouch.
There's no coin pouch.
Then, yeah. He's good.
You're not going to
Poor
search
goblin.
his trunks?
No. Leave the poor goblin with his dignity for now and get out of there before we get noticed that we're swimming around with blood trails.
Yeah.
I'm going to deep dive.
Dignity. He doesn't have any hands.
I'm gonna signal Eris to get away from that area, and then I'm gonna deep dive and swim up and come around, and just swim out and then up along the coast and kind of come back from the far side, kind of off the map, and then come up into our camp. I'm not gonna walk wet from on land. I'm just gonna go all the way around.
So by now we're looking at about midnight.
And I'm gonna go to bed then, because that's time for a long rest.
Are we robbing the bank tonight before the password changes?
Oops.
I guess.
Or before they realize that Tom's gone?
I guess I should ask, are we doing it tonight? Because it is, I notice now, late for some of you who may have work. I don't know. I did want to.
Okay.
I'm good.
I mean, I don't care. I just want to make
Is
sure we're
everybody
not...
else okay to keep going? Because it's quarter to 10.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to check, because I noticed the time.
Drawlin, you good?
Yep.
You're good, Sierra?
Sweet.
Perfect. And we're robbing a bank tonight. Or attempting to. This is our group. It may not happen.
Tell me, what did you want me to do with the invisible cloak?
Oh, I don't need you to do it anymore. They took hands.
Well, we should still plan out our strategy so we know what we're doing.
Set fire to the guardhouse. Run like hell to the bank.
Yes.
But we still don't know the code.
Maybe it has something to do with 8s. I don't know. I didn't go into the house with you guys.
I didn't see anything while I was in there. I was too busy trying to get people out. Emery, did you see anything that had to do anything with the code? 4 digits?
The only code I got was one for the glyph. If you speak the word, the glyph can be used.
I'm gonna look in the book again. Is there any 4-digit
I didn't see anything.
numbers in the book?
Where do you get the 4-digit from? Just curious.
Tom said it was 4 digits.
Tom's code.
Well, we have Tom's hand.
He did a code, yeah. You seen him look like he did 4 buttons for him.
4
Are
buttons.
there any numbers in my book that could be a code of any sort?
Not that you know.
Are there any numbers on the scroll? has the handprints?
I mean, when you guys see what you have to push for the code, some shit might be revealed. But
Yeah, I say we take a chance. It's now or never.
All right.
Okay.
I'm good to go.
Should two of us go to the guardhouse, set it on fire, and the rest maybe start going into the bank? And I'm saying two because we got the wandering guard to take care of, right?
Or is
That
wandering
circle
guard only
eight.
wandering during business hours?
I don't know. Can we observe that? Is there a guard still wandering around?
not right now.
So that's only
No?
during
Okay.
business hours?
Do we know in that in the guardhouse where the bulk majority of the guards are?
You haven't been in there.
I couldn't get in.
Okay, because if we do start the fire, we're going to have everybody awake.
Take a chance on me. My suggestion is it looks like there's like two main doors. If we bar them and then set what we bar them with on fire, that should keep them pinned in there for a little bit.
I was wondering if any of you were going to suggest that.
So question, this little alcove thing here, does it go all the way through to the other side?
Yeah, it's kind of where they keep their horses.
Why don't we just do it on the other side? Because then everybody would be going out that end, away from the bank.
I think we should see how many doors are going in and out of the place.
What was that, Emery?
I said, well, if that's a carriage house, then they can come out and then just make a left and be right back at the front.
But if the fire's at the back, that's where they're going to be concentrating. They're going to try and put out the fire.
Or they may run fire towards where fire is not. Goblins get spooked by fires. If I'm...
They probably have emergency protocols, and the bank is probably the priority over the carriage house. And they'll know it's a distraction.
And the carriage house is bound to have food for the horses. Hey, that'll go up like tinder.
So I think barring the doors is a good idea.
Yep. I think so too. I think we go bar the doors, find a pristine location to set the fire.
So in the stable house, yes, absolutely. But I think Eris is right in doing it over here too, so it gets both sides of the building.
Who else can do fire?
I can start a fire with flint and tinder, but that's it. Okay. I don't know that anybody else has any fire spells.
My create bonfire is concentration.
What if? I mean,
it wouldn't take much concentration though, because it's all full of hay.
No,
and
actually,
stuff.
it's a cantrip, so I can do it repeatedly. So I could start one here, get over here, and start another one.
And then run to the bank.
Or we could just throw a torch in there. But what if one of us didn't need to be in the bank, and as long as we've been seen, I'm thinking of Dralin for this. Proves that we're not involved in anything by being there to help them, like with the breath that he can put out fire, but be really, really inept at it and help delay tactics so that it looks like we're innocent because you're trying to help them solve the problem, but you're also there to delay them.
But Drolin's also disguised as a goblin.
He doesn't have to be for it.
But they wouldn't know who he is.
Yeah, I can disguise myself as anything.
If I take off my disguise, I won't be known, and the fire will probably make me sweat off most of my goblin makeup.
Yeah, you should definitely change out of your disguise, because if Tom all of a sudden goes missing and you're around and you were flirting with him, they're going to wonder what the fuck was going on.
Yeah, I will also temporarily of sexual appeal. I think I flipped it around enough that anybody from the bank probably can recognize it.
Probably. But yeah, Emery, I think that's a good delaying tactic idea, having Dralin out there helping to put out the fire a little bit.
I've got the bank vault key. I can hand that off, and I can attempt to continuously put out the fire with my water skin. And then that's Drolin and I, and that leaves 3 of you to get into the bank. Jolly was with me. Emery knows the code, and Alikio has Thunderbolt, which is probably going to find itself useful, or Thunderwave.
I have some illusions and stuff I can cast as well. I can create sounds,
Yeah,
objects.
that'll be good. Because you can project those sounds too, right?
So I can project things happening.
That sounds perfect. I have no doubt about Emery and Alikio, but they said that we needed smart people to do this. Am I the proper person to help with riddles?
I'm okay at them. I could probably solve them between the 3 of us if you would rather be a distraction, especially because the bank manager has seen you and you have a good rapport with her.
That is true. Yeah, you go in, because I am not very good at riddles at all, and I will be probably more of a hindrance than anything else.
I don't expect we're going to run into the bank manager, right? This is after hours.
But if the guardhouse goes on fire...
And her house is closest, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, worst case is I can help put out the fire with the bank manager if she comes out.
Did we ever find out what that feast was about? Are they all whooping it up in there, having a party, or are they all asleep?
It's midnight. Festivities might be over. I feel like we were close enough to the house that we might have heard a festivity. Goblins are pretty riot.
No?
I don't know, because if there was like a feast and festivities, they just go in there with a bunch of beer and poison it or put them to sleep or something.
At midnight, they're probably all asleep.
Okay.
Oh, we set that thing on fire too.
Just set the whole world on fire.
Yeah.
All right. Our best bet is as we walk by the bank manager's house, maybe barring the door with something.
Yeah. But
There
don't
was
forget
2
there's a
doors
back door.
there.
So you have to bar them both.
Does anybody have rope left?
I do.
I have.
What if we tie the 2 doors together on the outside? Oh, I guess the door swings outwards. That isn't useful. I don't know. I don't know how best to do that. I wasn't at the house. Was there anything around that you guys saw that could bar the door?
Furniture?
Tink, what are you doing?
Is Tim climbing up the window?
Yeah, she's in the window, so.
Hmm.
Tink, tink.
You know, you could just borrow my cloak and go in and just bound and gag everybody in there.
Yeah, that would work.
Or
With
go in
surprise,
with
I could probably use assassinate if push got to shove.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, I know we want to rob a bank, and I know that we want to help this mage guy as well. So if we do something super heinous when we're already on his radar for Drolin's wonderful orders, maybe we don't want to go ahead and assassinating everybody.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so I can go in and tie everybody up.
So we'll just assassinate a couple of them.
Yeah, so
We're already wanted.
I've got this invisibility cloak and these shoes of silence if someone needs to be stealthy to go in and do that.
What if Drolin goes to the guardhouse and starts getting ready to set things on fire? Jolly goes into the bank manager's house, binds and gags everyone, meets Drolin. The 3 of us make our way towards the bank.
Okay.
That works.
Bob.
Who's going to bar the doors at the guardhouse?
If I go this way, kind of hop this fence, I can probably get to one of them on my
Is
way
there
to
like a horse cart? Because we could use that to block the doors.
Bop. Bop.
Well, there's some heavy barrels outside here.
Okay, who has the most strength?
There's lots of big rocks around this.
I am
house.
super strong. I can lift. I'm just kidding. I'm super fucking weak.
was gonna say, I think my-
strong, just put big boulders in front of the doors of the bank manager's house. They can't push the doors open.
Man, why is Rodridge on his ship?
Yep.
Damn Rodridge and his diarrhea.
That's because you guys made him fight in some
Diarrhea. I
trouble.
thought he was pregnant.
No, that's Drawlin.
No, that's Drawlin.
That's mean.
Yeah, but isn't that what happens? I mean, that's how Drawlin got pregnant. He stayed on the ship.
No, it depends on.
You guys get to decide
Depends
what
on-
prank you're going to do to him.
Wait. Tell me that Alikio in this world thinks that that's how people get pregnant and have kids. They miss a day of D&D.
Well, and they stay on the ship. I mean, the key is that they stayed on the ship.
I
got too drunk and they stayed on the ship.
God, everybody in our party's an idiot.
Okay, so I have 0 strength. Why don't we, before we go into the bank or set anything on fire, why don't all of us together bar the doors?
Okay.
Sure.
Because I don't have the strength myself to do it, and our muscle man is sick on the ship.
Okay, so if you get 2 of you can roll a strength with advantage to try and move the rocks together.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna try and do the front door of the bank manager's house.
Sure.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the guardhouse and start looking and trying that.
I will go with Drawlin. I'll rendezvous at the bank after Jolly meets up.
I'll help Jolly.
So you said strength with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I got a natural 20.
All right, so you just kind of get some unnecessary strength out of nowhere. Yeah, Drawlins is good too. So you guys were able to put some heavy shit in front of the doors. There'll be boulders, barrels, whatnot.
So that's both doors for the manager's house, right?
That's where you guys were going, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Does anybody have any oil by chance?
I do. I hand it off.
Of course you do.
I don't know if
The question is, Drawling,
Oil.
do you really want to use that oil?
Don't ask why it's flavored.
We don't even taste it.
I was gonna burn it, but
Not going there. Okay, so the other exits and entrances at the guardhouse, we need to do the same thing.
Okay.
All right.
That one's
There
a
goes my
13,
flask of oil.
and with advantage, it's 18.
Okay. Yep.
I need one more person to roll to help me out, please.
Oh, I got it. I hope. Advantage 15?
Yep.
All right. So all the entrances are now blocked.
All right.
I hand off my my flask of oil to Drawlin, and I start
Okay.
making my way towards the bank.
can I make kind of a investigation just to find the best place that would burn that would maybe cause a whole structural collapse or anything? Is that,
Yeah, give me an investigation roll.
$12.
You're assuming with the hay and all the right there.
Okay. All right. Everybody in position?
Yeah.
You ready, Emery?
I'm just stealth going invisible into the bank. Is that? Or am I
Okay.
over here?
Technically, you're still in the forest.
Oh, I have to go with my kid. Sorry. I'm not used to actually having miniatures for it.
22
Where is
stealth.
it? Where is she?
15 stealth.
Emery is up by the bank manager's house.
Right above the word house.
6 stealth. That's a nat 1. I'm the worst fucking rogue.
Oh my gosh, where are you?
So I'm supposed to be going into the bank, right?
Yeah.
Do I have to roll stealth if I'm just going to be invisible?
No.
If you got the cloak, yeah, you just put it on.
So
Okay.
You were.
I am over here thinking about
Lie.
starting the fire.
We didn't start the fire.
Okay.
Yep, she did.
No, I haven't yet. I'm gonna wait for Drawlin to do his first.
Charles is gonna go off like a fucking cannonball.
Well, and that's why, right? Because if that one's going, they're not gonna hear my flint and stuff.
Fair.
All right, I'm gonna cast bonfire then in there. Create bonfire.
I shouldn't
Good
have to
God.
teach a rogue about stealth, you know.
Apparently, this rogue you might have to.
All right, so I'm starting. I'm waiting for the wood to kind of start to catch.
Okay.
Once it starts to catch, I'm going to take that oil and kind of throw it to spread it even further,
Oh shit.
as
Okay.
much along the building as I can.
Okay. So that just starts going up real quick, just blazing.
And I light one over on my side too.
And then I'm going to. Oh, you're lighting one over there, Jolly?
Yeah. I don't know if I have any oil though. Let me look.
Should be a flask of oil.
Yeah, it's my thing's being stupid. Well, the operator's being stupid, but
So it starts to fucking burn. You're hearing some screams of the orcs inside. It sounds
no, I
like-
don't. I have a tinderbox.
Okay.
Sorry, there's
Once
screams
that one's
inside.
going pretty good, then I'm going to run over here where Jolly is. And I'm going to try to do the same thing.
Okay.
And I'm going to
Basically,
create
you locked
bonfire.
everybody inside and then just lit them on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
We
heinous.
didn't want to assassinate anybody, but
You don't need to. This is mass murder.
So you're hearing screams of you heard the guards. It sounds like there's some kids in there as well. They're all fucking just screaming in agony as everyone's burning.
And can't get
you
out.
You have no idea who else was in there besides guards, but they are toasted.
I am just picturing Anakin on Mustafar with like no arms or
Women and
legs.
Children.
You just murdered the younglings.
So I'm
The
starting a
wizard,
fire
the
as
wizard's
well.
over here, and he sees the fire going, and he's like, "Oh!" and starts lighting fireworks off.
God.
I look at Emery, and you were worried.
Always worried with this crew.
Everybody's going to the back as you guys are burning human life and goblin life, and whatever else is in there.
So Emery, Alikio, and Eris are in the bank.
Memory, Eris, Alikio.
So they're stealthed. Can I make a recommendation? Can you guys see if you can disable those bells at the back corner so they can't ring for anything, the invisible guys?
These bank tellers are gone.
There should be no invisible
Oh,
guys.
that's right. That's right. I'm sorry.
You just murdered them, or they just murdered them.
Potentially.
The invisible
Unless-
guys
No,
are
the
locked
invisible
in
guys
the
are
house.
in the bank manager house,
They're
but
in
it's
the
got
bank
boulders
manager
in
house.
front.
Oh.
The
So there's
other
Still
two
an
tellers,
option of them coming out of the house through windows and stuff, but
the other two tellers got torched. And the house, though. Okay, so you guys are in the bank.
quickly, guys, quickly.
All right. So
All right,
It's the
go
vault?
in. Yeah, where's the vault?
It's at the back. It's
This
over
thing?
here. There's a little bit.
I haven't been in here before.
So
Yeah,
Okay,
you're the only one
so-
who saw what's going on. You got to take the lead.
If I remember correctly, good start. If I remember correctly, we go up to the statue. We place the handprint. The dragon asks us a question. We enter the code. We go in.
okay, are you using the handprint papers or the actual hand?
I defer to Alikio. What do you think we should do?
Cut off a guy's hand. Yeah, might as well use it.
Hey, I was planning to leave it. Yeah, okay. We put Tom's hand on the statue.
Okay, so it kind of, and then the dragon head in the wall turns to you and says, "I will repeat the riddles only one time, so you listen carefully."
Oh boy.
Your first riddle: where I go, my sister follows. We're soul and skin, though we're hollow. We're welcome friends on any road. We share the weight of every load. We do our best work after breaking. On our own, we're not worth taking. What am I?
Where I go, my sister follows. Where soul. Anybody have any good guesses?
Anybody write it down?
I was working on it.
That fast? Oh my god, no. Something hollow, welcome on roads.
We're breaking.
Breaking?
Where I go. Where I go, my sister follows.
Where soul something.
I'm not allowed to help Emma because I'm not in there.
You can run in. Like, it's up to you what you guys are doing.
I mean, you've already murdered everybody.
Right now, there's
Yeah,
only...
okay, so I'll come. Yeah, I'll be in there with them then.
Okay.
I got where I go, my sister follows. We are soul and skin, but something hollow.
It will repeat it once if you want.
Can it repeat it slowly?
Is that what you're going to ask it?
No, I'm just.
Wait, can we ask it questions?
You can try anything, but it might assume the question is you answering the riddle, though.
Fair enough.
Do we want it to repeat it so we can get the whole thing down?
Yeah.
Okay. Where I go, my sister follows. We're soul and skin, though we're hollow. We're welcome friends on any road. We share the weight of every load. We do our best work after breaking. On my own, we're not worth taking. What am I?
Okay, I got about half of that.
Anybody get the last line?
They're not worth anything separated.
Yeah.
Soul, skin, hollow, welcome.
It's where I go, my sister follows. We're soul and skin, though we're hollow. We're
Welcome friends on any roads. We share the weight
of every load.
You guys are gonna, if you guys don't get it, you're gonna shit.
Something about doing the best work after breaking. Separate,
And
they're no good, but together, they're worth taking.
You start to notice.
Is it a
Oh shit, for time, folks.
Oh.
Is it a horse? You break in a horse, you share the load and weight. Or is it a wagon?
Hollow.
I'm giving you till this runs out.
Okay.
Like it's something that's traveling, carrying weight. So it's some kind of mule or pack, right? So it could be a backpack, a wagon.
Sister. Yoke. A
wheel.
You think it's
But
a
wheels
wheel?
don't do their best work after breaking.
Yeah.
Leather? Saddle? No.
Maybe a
I
saddle.
don't think it has anything to do with a horse.
But the
Breaking in shoe. Oh, god damn it! Shoes.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Oh,
As soon as it hit me, leather. Was going down the road, leather, and then because of breaking was the key. Breaking
Well
in, and then
done.
soul.
And the soul. Yeah.
And, well, the soul didn't even get me. It was breaking, and then what's 2 pairs? It's leather.
You gotta break in your shoes, man.
Yeah, breaking your shoes,
Nice
and that was
work.
immediately. I'm like, and
done.
then it all clicked because you're a postman, and that's super important to have broken shoes.
I never even thought of that. You think I would have?
How close were we on time, by the way?
The last few things were just dripping now.
Oh God.
That is correct. And then the magical glyph starts to glow.
What's the glyph, Sierra?
oh, the glyph is mbop.
The glyph opens and reveals keyhole.
I put in my key.
Okay, and you try.
I was answering, but I'm still outside, so I gotta remember that.
And then the key opens and reveals this, the code.
Hey, Sierra. If something strikes twice,
Lightning.
what happens?
Get out of the way.
When,
Get the fuck out.
when
Yeah.
you see lightning strike twice, take shelter or die. So it's
Okay,
the
so
how are
eye.
you pushing it?
It's the eye, the lightning, the tent, and then the skull.
I'm afraid that it's
No,
lightning.
It's lightning. It's eye, lightning, tent, skull.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Lightning
okay.
twice.
Hang on, I'm still trying to see this thing. Okay, I see. Out.
So
Yeah,
what are you guys pushing?
The eye, lightning, tent, skull.
Okay.
Lord.
God, we just Ocean's 11 this thing.
Well,
Good
we
thing
haven't
that's
gotten
why one came and
inside
joined
yet,
us.
though.
So the vault opens and
Grab everything you can carry.
you open it.
Oh, I can't see that.
And you come face to face.
With the
rush in?
dragon!
You guys rush in?
No.
No.
What's the
I will
vault
look
part in the
inside.
back here?
I will approach and look inside.
You
We
see.
should know by now I don't rush into anything.
All right.
I mean,
Also,
Eris might.
Tom warned the shit out of me.
Before you murdered him.
All right, we're going to leave the game at this point, but you guys, as you peek in, you notice there's a massive wyvern in there.
Okay.
A wyvern. Awesome.
Dun, dun, dun. All right. Happy
Well,
days.
That is probably what's been eating the things getting thrown in, and why Tom doesn't want to enter.
It
Yeah.
ate Billy.
All right.
Well, that was a fun episode, despite all the detours.
You
and-
also, Emery also notices in the middle of the circle a lone peg leg just with some nod bits on the end.
Like a toothpick.
As you're peeking in, there is one thing that Eris definitely notices.
Okay.
He sees it kind of sitting on the treasure.
Frank.
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 No.
No.
It's your wife's old ring.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Here we
Oh
go.
my god, everybody's got a wife in this game.
Not me. I just apparently have a queen for a mother.
I am a queen, so no. Just kidding.
If you read his bio, he's been looking for this.
Yes,
Oh.
queen.
On fashion day, you
Can
are.
I read his bio? I didn't think I could read his bio.
I don't think so.
I'm not sure. His might have
I
been
also, I don't know that I put it in my actual
Why am I
bio.
looking at
think
more
I just sent it
watches?
to you.
I might have sent it to me.
I'll put it in my bio, though.
Somebody tell me to
Yeah.
stop looking at buying more watches. I'm buying a house. I don't need to
Just-
look at more watches.
Stop
Look,
buying watches.
look at movement.
You guys were looking for a code and it was on the book because it was their favorite book. That's why she did the code like that.
Yeah.
I'm
And
real
my
glad I
only
wrote that down.
My only tip off for it being 5 was because Brandon incredulously went, "Where'd you guys get 4 from?"
Christ.
Oh, you seen him, like, you didn't tell how many times he was pushing it, right? You just seen there was 4 things.
Yeah.
I didn't say.
And
he
if there was
pushed
4
buttons.
buttons, then he could have hit the lightning twice and you wouldn't have
So
noticed.
I made sure he covered the buttons kind of so you could see what he was doing.
Yeah,
But I guess
that
now
was
I
really good.
have all these other riddles for another future game.
Oh no.
You
What,
do
got
like
the
your
riddles
riddles.
wrong?
Okay, so
did
he
give us
told me
another
that
one?
hourglass one, and I could not for the life of me figure it the fuck out. Like, not even a little.
Well, I got 5 of them, but I wanted to make sure they weren't going to be too hard or too easy. So I tested them on Lido, and they got 2 of the 4.
Did they get the shoes one?
Yeah, it took a bit though.
Yeah, that one was good. I like that one. That one I had to really think about it, and then the breaking made me immediately think of leather. Probably because I have 8 million things in leather here.
Well, it's funny hearing your guys' thought process. It's a bag, it's a wheel. It's like, oh, shit.
Well, and as soon as people started, and when I got saddle, I started. That's actually what started me down. It's like, okay, leather. I'm sure you heard me go leather, saddle,
Yeah.
and then I'm like, oh wait, nope, pair, sole, shoes.
If you guys guessed wrong and you would have got the answer, you would have been so mad at yourselves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was on a thought process too, but I wasn't speaking it out loud. And I was thinking, which one is it that's related to a horse but is sterile? Is
I
that a
mean,
mule?
let's be honest.
That would be hollow, right?
Let's be honest. Considering how many shoes I own, if I didn't get that one, I really would be kicking myself. I mean, Sierra has seen the shoes in my house. She may not remember seeing the giant pile of shoes.
I don't remember the shoes. I don't remember them because I was more distracted by books.
I was totaling up my shoes for insurance, and I think I might have like $7,000 or $8,000 worth of shoes.
Jesus.
What is America?
I have
They all
one pair of boots and one pair of running shoes.
I have
That's it.
5 pairs of. Well, no, I have.
That's not true. I have a
Let's
pair
see.
of leather.
I have my
boots, too.
Lucchese's. I have my nice cowboy boots. Sierra likes those. I have 2 pairs of cowboy boots. I have my Ren Fair boots. I'm about to get another pair of Ren Fair boots. I've got my 3 pairs of Allen Edmonds dress shoes. I got my Red Wings. I got my Clarks.
You're saying a bunch of names that I have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Allen
Unfortunately,
Edmonds
I
are
do.
made in America dress shoes. They're very nice. They're very expensive because they're very nice.
I got the cowboy boots and Ren Fair. I'm thinking Renaissance Fair boots.
Yes, they're my knee-high Ren Fair boots.
Other
I
than
wear
that,
for
I
Ren
don't
Fair.
know.
There's a pair of bejeweled cowboy boots in the vault.
Are they sweet?
Sweet.
I'll rock those. I have my Ariats, which are my cheap cowboy boots, and then I have my Lucchese's, which are not cheap, but I got them cheap. I paid like $50 for them, but they're like, I think when they were new, whenever they were new, I don't know, I bought them used off eBay. But when this pair was new, I think they were like $400. Not really sure. They could have been more. Lucchese's run expensive.
I have
The
never
pair-
heard a guy gush about his shoes before. This is
I
very
like
intriguing.
shoes. I love shoes. My new pair of shoes I'm having my buddy Matt make me, or I don't know how much money because they're completely custom. I'm kind of frightened to find out how much they're going to cost me. But they're my new Ren Fair boots. They're completely custom fit to my feet.
Nice.
They're gonna be super comfortable. I have friends who have from this company that are over 30 years old. They basically are the last shoes you'll ever buy for.
Did you
Anything.
guys like riddles and codes, or do you find it too much time consuming?
Oh,
like
it depends. I like them. It just
Yeah.
depends. I'm not great at
The
them.
timer that freaked me out.
Yeah, that sent my head spiraling.
Like, no.
Anxiety.
Because
Ah!
character could be smarter than I am, right? As a player.
I
But
like-
that's kind of out of character because now you're relying on the players to be able to figure it out rather than the characters. So
I liked it in the same way that I like in Mass Effect 2 having the Renegade Paragon options pop up mid-conversation with the timer. It's like you see it out of the corner of your eye and you automatically tap it without thinking about it. But
Damn, I didn't mean to punch out that reporter. Yeah, I did.
I think I did that twice. Only I didn't punch her out. She punched me.
Oh no.
I must have missed or something, and she fucking smoked me.
Well, say if you got it wrong, there would have been a saving throw, and then another riddle.
Okay.
Yeah.
And another riddle.
I think I would have been okay with that, but I think Sierra brings up a good point that then relies on the player's knowledge as opposed to the character's knowledge, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's just sometimes it feels easier to roll a die, and whichever way it goes, it goes. I do think this was probably our most role-play intensive sit down so far.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun tonight. It was a good session.
I just posted
definitely.
I posted the Ren Fair boots for you to see.
Ooh.
Also, Sierra, Jordan's asking you questions about Moscow Mule monsters.
Oh, okay.
He wants to know what your experience with the monster mule was.
Yeah.
Oh, those are nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're super comfortable. I wear those a lot. I wear them a lot just for shoes because they're super comfortable.
When I lived in the States, I knew more guys who were into shoes than women. And that's simply because a lot of the guys I went to school with collected like these super expensive sneakers, trainers from like Nike and oh my God. They would know everything about how to clean them and like they were collectors. And
I am not a sneakerhead. I like dress shoes. I do have a decent amount of. I have like 5 pair. 1, 2, 3, 4. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, I do have a lot of sneakers. Never mind. I have like 10 pairs of sneakers.
I don't like sneakers.
I have 2 pairs of Stan Smiths. I have a green and a blue because I like my Stan Smiths. I like Stan Smiths. They're comfy, and I got both those for a deal. So like one of those I got for $30, and one of them I got for $40. So that's worth it because those are $90 shoes. So
my main problem with boots is they either come with very high heels, which I don't want.
That's true.
Heels,
Women's.
Or it doesn't fit around my calf because apparently my calves are massive.
The cool thing was those boots that I was just showing, they'll do like for that. They do your measurements, so if you do need a custom for that particular brand, Son of Sandlar, they're only around for just a basic custom, like for wide calves. I think they're only like $50 or $60.
Oh shit, that's not bad.
Yeah, that said, their shoes are not cheap. That pair that's their base pair of the 9 buttons, and I want to say, actually, I have no idea what it is now. Let's look it up. Son of Sandlar. I can tell you really quick because they have a website.
Right. Anyway, I'm signing off, guys. We'll see you next week.
Have a good night, Paul.
Night, Paul.
Okay.
Night, Paul. The 9 button, not 9 button, square toe, 9 button. They are. It looks like they've gone up in price. They are $520 now.
Ouch.
I think I paid $480. I think $520 American. I think they were $480 when I bought mine, but I've had mine for 5 years. They're resolable. They're, if you wear them enough, they're comfortable and they're really nice when you're in the woods. When you're in the woods like all day long and camping, it's good to have nice comfy shoes. Comfy shoes make a huge difference.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all.
As I am sure several of us here who have been to conventions would all agree.
Yeah, TK boots, not comfortable.
No.
Yeah. Or for those who walk in shoes all day long for a living.
Steel toes.
So was that a no for more riddles?
No, I like riddles.
I'm
good for riddles.
Just as long as it's not a constant thing, right? Like a once in a while thing, I think is good.
I think in places where we're trying to break into things with security, riddles are a great idea. Or if we're trying to get into something that's guarded by some kind of creature that speaks in riddles. But I don't think like trying to open a door on the pirate ship would necessarily need a riddle kind of thing. I say that though.
Alrighty. Anyway, it was fun. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great.
I'm glad we were able to play despite all the roadblocks Roll 20 threw at us this fine evening.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we were able to get going. Now we get to fight a Wyron.
I'm just gonna ask it a riddle when we walk in the door and see how that goes for me.
Better than wearing your sexual scarf there.
Someone tells me I'm not gonna flirt with the ancient animal. Okay.
Well, you managed to open the door of the biggest bank in the land, so.
I guess we're not completely idiots, or we all are, and that was just pure dumb
We all
luck.
are. It just happened to work for us.
It's fun to watch sometimes.
All right, I'm gonna log off so I can upload this tonight. It takes me about an hour and a half to get it done. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Night.
Did you want me to do your character mancer with you today?
Yeah, I can. I have to plug my laptop in though. It has like 5 minutes